Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm extremely excited for this week, as I have been pretty much every single week the last couple of weeks. I hope we have an exciting episode for you tonight, but before we can get into it properly, we have a couple quick announcements, as always. First of all, I'd like to recommend you check out our good friends, Missing Role Player Found. With Missing Role Player Found, adventure is just a dice roll away. Join Snow, Wilson, Clyde, and the rest of AOD Guild as they struggle to survive in the Sword Art Online world. In Sword Art Online AOD, the rules of the game are the same. Dying in games means dying in real life. But this time there's magic in Pathfinder.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry,
Missing Role Player Found.
Listen to Missing Role Player Found through your favorite podcasting app or find them on the web at missingroleplayerfound.com. New episodes Sunday at 9 a.m. EST. Check them out. They are wonderful. We love them very much. With that out of the way, Isabel, would you like to take us away with our merch announcement for tonight?
If you guys are interested in supporting us or just, supporting us via word of mouth, really, or word of shirt, you can get our merchandise. We have cool t-shirts, sweaters. They're pretty cool. Cool t-shirts, sweaters, socks, posters, all kinds of cool stuff that you can get with our logo on it, with quotes, with references to the show, with really cool art done by cool guys, Adrian and Trevor.
And Adrian now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's all me.
Adrian.
And Nate.
Nate's never done anything in his life. All right, everybody,
Anyway,
D&D Beyond.
let me link.
Fuck.
I'm just so excited to talk about D&D Beyond.
But yeah, basically there's links for that. If you're watching us on YouTube, they're in the description, and if you're watching us on Twitch, they're in the panels. So go get our stuff.
All right, D&D Beyond, everybody. D&D Beyond is the online service for D&D 5e, and you can get it on your tablet device, and we're not sponsored. We just really like the product. Thank you so much, D&D Beyond. We love you. Over to Nate.
Am I gonna get times 2?
No, you're all good.
Alright.
I feel like I just rapped. Is that what the kids do nowadays?
That is sort of the kid
Check out
thing.
Tabletop Audio, tabletopaudio.com. It's free. Bye.
Wow.
I thought I was getting times.
Okay.
If you're new to the show, make sure to check out our previous streams at YouTube Dice and Paper.
Oh.
And if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on YouTube, make sure to check us out live, 7 to 11. We have a couple more episodes going on, and then the finale. So make sure to tune in live for that if you can.
Check out Missing Role Player Found on Instagram.
That too. They're
We
pretty
at
good.
them.
You sound like an old person.
Yeah, you're literally.
We atted them.
With that thing when you hit shift and then where the 2 should be.
You hit shift on your phone?
I have an old phone.
I don't think...
He's like 80 and he's like, guys.
I'm eating an apple.
He's
Don't
eating
put
an
that
apple.
in.
How do hashtags
Trevor.
work?
Apple.
Anyway.
I think
was
the
that
more
the-
the more and more we go on, the less professional we get, but the more we're used to being less professional we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we just embrace it.
Side
Yeah.
note, if you just came from last episode, I'm very sorry about my voice in the end there.
Should be.
Chocolate.
It's not gonna be like
I haven't had chocolate.
You know, honestly, my voice yesterday was gone
Always
completely.
watch.
I was so worried that it was gonna be like that again.
Luckily my voice is back. Fingers crossed.
Knock on wood, knock on wood.
He just says the next word and it's.
As a Bermuda.
Anyway, when we last left our heroes, they had been placed on a path of absolution.
Yeah.
Beginning to find out new truths about themselves and the world around them. Nick revealed her Oni form to the group. Joshua was found to have some missing information, and the group headed back to what?
I said role player found.
Role player found. Missing role player found. And the group headed back through the Sabatis caverns, led by the one-armed man whose name
Handy Manny.
Connie.
Connie,
Handy Manny.
who led them back through the caverns to
Turned out to be a
Dioram.
fucking asshole, and he's dead now.
Yeah, where they explored for a bit before Valia went to Tom Grocery with Connie. Tom warned her to leave, and by the time she got back, he had been speared through the chest and his heart was missing. Rest in peace, Tom.
Fuck you.
But
Rest in pepperoni, my friend.
Rest in pepperoni.
We have something else to talk about first.
that?
And you better know I'm doing another one of those little paragraphs before we get to the actual prelude.
Oh fuck, we have to.
Oh, we're doing that every time
Oh,
now.
I love that.
We're in.
We're in endgame.
No, I wasn't gonna say it.
We're in the end game now.
Wait, real quick. Where do I put this apple core?
Eat it.
Eat it.
Alright.
So,
He just choked on it.
let me know when you have yourselves in control.
We're in control, Trevor.
We're in the most control.
Yeah,
We're in the end game
we're
now.
so ready to go.
Throughout the long night, in your deepest
What does
sleep.
Spick in it?
Shut up.
Well, ma'am.
Okay, seriously, guys, this is the moment where you need to be quiet
This
for
is
a minute.
podcasting.
Throughout the long night, in your deepest sleep, you've had dreams. Sometimes you dreamt you were a prophet, sent with a single goal of illumination in a city of trees and monsters. Sometimes you dreamt you were a messenger, in a valley of peasants and kings, a place where people suffered side by side with mansions. Sometimes you had other dreams, dark dreams and beautiful dreams. Sometimes you woke from one dream to find yourself within another, and another after that. You went to sleep for the first time with a purpose, driven by a decision made during a time of mourning while you were alone in the world standing over the grave of a friend. But now you stand poised to make another decision, and this time you need not decide alone. Because, as you may have gathered, this story was never about you. Indeed, it takes patience to trick a puppet master. A gentle hand, a reassurance that they are so in control, they need not consider why they too have strings. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper! Love that song.
Every single time. Every single time.
It's actually so good.
Some magic just happened in my pants.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't need to hear that one.
Yeah, I didn't. No, we
This
didn't.
is why
even-
the song was ruined for
Hard
me.
pass.
This is
on
why
that
this
one.
song.
Yeah,
This
you-
is why our
We
podcast will
can't
never be
listen
PG.
to it anymore. Like, what do you want us to do?
We'll never be PG because. Trevor almost spit out his apple.
Alrighty.
So,
Welcome back to the show, everyone.
welcome back to the show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
I am going to once again rejoin our heroes right where we left off last time. So, Nate, you are, or Valia, you are currently crouching over the corpse of Tom Grocery,
Oh, God.
tucked behind his little counter, sort of looking at the corpse that has been left behind, when the walls and ceiling around you begin to very lightly shudder, and you notice the curtains now blowing as if there is an actual breeze moving through this room. What do you want to do?
Gotta move quick. I want to look around for some stuff.
Oh, I should also note, Tom's corpse is beginning to develop these just like veins of gold as his actual body starts to kind of like shift. Since
Cool.
polymorph is
Actually,
wearing off.
Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
I want to look around. First, I want to go over to his desk.
You're behind it.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Is there anything of note there?
Well, what you can
I
see
can roll.
is I don't need to make you roll for this one. It's pretty obvious. You know how when he reaches under his desk and pulls shit out and then
Yeah.
puts coins down? Well, it seems to be because the desk is just like empty behind it. And I don't mean like it's got these shelves that don't have anything on it. I mean it's just this black like space.
Cool.
That's cool,
I
so.
love that.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
You hear this sort of like soft lilting sound of the curtains, these silk curtains just rubbing up against each other as they move in the wind.
Is there anything else?
I mean, probably like a slight burning sound from the like swaths of disintegrate that have been lanced through the walls.
Is there anything else that's alive in there?
Yeah, actually, Tom has those specials he usually has, which is I think where Cal got something of his once, because he usually has, and he can get things for you.
Ember armor.
Yeah, and he has some stuff around, but he also has just a little line of specials. And right now there was a belt, those arrows you were looking at, and a little like bird cage with a cloth over it.
I want to rip off the cloth.
Underneath you find a little label that says "Extraordinary Weasel," and inside the cage is a little ferret that just
I
seems
want
to
the
be
ferret.
moving around and looking horribly confused.
Okay, I want to put like my finger by the cage.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay, that is
If you don't
okay.
take him
Natural
with
one.
you, I'll be
Nope.
so mad at you.
I have a plus.
Also, I should note.
13.
Okay.
I just lose a little bit.
It's like
I
it's like
can
the
make
dog
that
from the
check.
map.
No,
for ya.
it's sort of
not
you just
scared.
you put your finger out and it kind of like darts away towards the back of the cage.
Okay.
I'd say.
Okay.
Fucking extra.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
know anything about
I'm
it.
going. This is what I'm going to do.
I should note that the extraordinary weasel note. This is kind of funny. I lost it in my notes and found it like a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna put the cloth on the cage, like over
Yep.
it again, so we can't see, and I'm gonna kind of put it. I'm gonna put it by on the desk. And put it on the desk. That's where I'm gonna put my loot.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1. Is there a book anywhere? Like
Talk a bit about what you're looking for. You can go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Investigation.
Because you don't really know his organization system, but from
Sure.
behind his desk you can see he has this little alcove where he seems to be storing
Another
papers
13.
and stuff like that. Okay. I'm gonna say the cost for investigation here, since you have a lot of time, isn't whether or not you find it; it's just how long it
Sure.
takes.
This is just the first thing.
With a 13, it takes a little while.
Like
You're
an hour.
I'd say maybe 2,
Okay.
because as you get into this back room, you sort of follow these like file cabinets, but as you pull them out, they like, you know how it like pulls out the drawer?
Yeah.
Well, when
Like
you
Bruce
pull out
Almighty.
the drawer, looking at the side opens this hallway into like another room.
Oh,
Are we
so
gonna
cool.
Are we gonna do like an investigation check for each thing? that I wanna
Probably.
find? Okay.
I'm just seeing how long this takes you.
It's fine. 2 hours. It's cool.
Yep.
Would
But
we have gone looking for Valley at this point?
After 2 hours.
probably. And what were you working on again? Can I have a reminder of what everyone was up to?
Do we have a plan to meet up anyway?
I just
were
talked
you in,
to.
You were in the farmland, right?
I had just gone down there only for a little bit. I
Yep.
was planning on reconvening with everyone else to try to see what we were gonna do about the situation at the moment.
I
You know
just
what the
talked to
problem,
Miss Delana.
Nobody else has a key right now.
Do we have a second?
The
no,
key.
we have a
Would the
second.
key even work?
Oh yeah, we
I-
had two
yeah,
of them. I
I-
forgot.
Yeah.
Would the
I
key
think
even
you have
work?
it. One of us has it.
Yeah, it's
We'll figure it
I'd say until the layer goes away, the key will still work.
So we'll still teleport. Okay. So 2 hours.
Yeah, but through digging, you sort of work your way through his inane filing system, and eventually do find the book you are looking for. Put your hands up.
Thank you.
A real book.
1. Number 2.
Keep track of how long this takes you, by the way.
That's fine. I got it. I have 22 hours left.
Also, the deeper you get in, the higher the DC of your survival check to
Fine.
make your way back out.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
Number 2.
And we'll get to you guys. in a
I'm
second.
going to try to find something, probably a gem, but just something that's the most valuable thing I can find that I can like hold.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. Here's my question.
Yep.
Can I roll with an advantage because I'm not looking for something specific? I'm just looking for the first thing I find, like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. 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 So 16.
16. All right. Because you were looking for something pretty rare and you don't really know where it is,
Sure.
I'd say this one probably is about 3 hours. I'd say before you find something that you deem the right thing to look for. And what you find is this little like opal statuette. It kind of looks like a coiled snake, and it's wrapping around at the bottom, and then it sort of loops up to catch its own tail in its mouth in almost this like twisting, like an Irish knot above the base.
So cool.
So it's sort of like a globe and then like a base, and it's
Can
all
I-
formed out of the coils of this opal snake.
Would I know roughly how much that would be worth?
Depends on the
Besides-
collector.
besides a lot.
A normal gem of
Like,
this value is
yeah.
going to be a couple thousand gold pieces,
Okay.
but something shaped in this way is going to be worth a lot more.
Okay. Third and final item.
Sure.
An eye.
Before you get to that, I am
Sure.
going to reconvene with
Wait,
them,
look at your phone real quick.
because I would say,
We've been looking for her.
yeah, because
right?
you guys were going.
I have. It's been.
I
You were on
just
your
got
own.
to
5
with
hours.
Elena. Cameron was with Joshua.
Yep.
So I probably would have grabbed Joshua by
Yeah,
now.
we would have. Yeah.
But
Joshua
I,
was going to be in the library for a while.
Oh, okay. So then I wouldn't have done that. I think we would have gone looking for Valia and not found her. Do any of you have a sending message?
I'm not
Anything?
with you. I'm upset.
Busto, do you have sending a message or anything?
No.
Is there any way we can try to find where she is?
No.
Yeah, so you guys have met back at the caravan. So now you're in this kind of like intersection between two roads, where Slicks is literally just like sitting in the cart, kind of like huddled. Doesn't really seem to know what's going on or what he should be doing.
Can I can I go back and find Cameron?
Yeah, you could go looking for her. She's still at the library.
Actually, would I know if she has sending her message?
She doesn't.
I would actually talk to my friendo.
Basilisk.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
can you talk to my friend?
I could be convinced, I suppose. Us, though.
Okay. Convince.
What level spell is sending?
Cantrip.
Cantrip?
Yeah, sending not a cantrip? As far as I know it
I
is.
think it
It's
is.
not on.
I don't think sending is a cantrip.
No? I could have sworn it was. If anything,
Wait,
it's
so
like
you're casting sending
It's a third level. I
through
apologize.
Basilisk
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
to talk to Val?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not on Basilisk's list, correct?
Sorry?
It's not on Basilisk's list
No,
of
it's
spells.
not.
Okay. So I'd say that the little cobra raises up and releases that frill again. And it actually has these little markings you've never noticed. These little like, sort of these white, like, almost looks like an explosion behind his head. It's pretty. It looks a bit weird on the flesh, almost like flesh/silver coloration of the snake. But he sort of regards you and opens his mouth a bit to show off his fangs, and sort of just waits expectantly.
Wait, I have a question. When he does this, can we like see the snake? Is it like a real
Yeah,
snake?
it's a real snake.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
It's just in the wand.
Snakes, man.
Nate doesn't like snakes.
You don't like spiders and bugs.
I know. I was just making sure everyone knew.
Still one above you.
Wait,
Still one above you.
I know.
and Buster just kind of grabs his carpet, throws it down, just kind of grabs Nate by the sorry, not Nate, Cal by the
Cal?
shoulder,
They're very different.
places them onto the carpet. Come with me,
Wait, you're the flying carpet?
and you'll see.
Aladdin just came out.
Your imagination.
Yeah, the wrong song, but
Yeah, not the right
Uh,
song at
Oh,
all.
that's
It's
just
the
that's
thought that
perfect.
I'm going to Brighton, actually.
okay. I mean,
Did
you
you
could.
cast sending?
No. Instead of casting sending, I'm gonna go to Brighton
Okay.
because I just thought of that.
Okay. I was like, oh, we're going somewhere else now.
No. And I just go fly up to the window.
Okay, yeah. You. Have you ever?
He
What
did
is
this
your
last time.
experience with
A
the
magic carpet.
magic carpet? How
He
much
did
have
this last
you?
time.
I did this last time,
Practiced.
and I did it during the flight.
And he's watched Aladdin like 3,500.
Yes,
That's
And
what
he's been
that's
and he's
all
been
doing
surrounded
when
in the
he's at
last
his
couple
phone.
years.
Yeah.
He's been surrounded by wizards.
that was the one thing I was gonna say. I have been around magic carpets quite a bit.
True.
Make a
For my benefit, how good of a driver is Busto?
a drag racer.
Would I be better?
I didn't say that, but I love that more. How good of a drag racer is Busto?
Busto's decent. Busto's a decent drag racer.
Okay.
I
I
think.
think your drag racing
I
ability
don't
is
think
based
drag
off your
racing was
intelligence.
invented yet.
Okay.
So you throw out
Crashes
this.
into like
So you
5
take.
walls.
It must be dead.
So you take out the rolled up carpet and like throw it out, and it unfurls and then just and like raises it so it's like a foot above the ground. And then you sort of gesture for Cal, and you jump onto this nice Persian carpet, and then you just
Look at this.
Boom.
Look at the city, Busto.
yeah, it just takes off, and I guess Cal just like wraps his arms around your waist as you kneel,
Whole new world.
and you guys just fly over the tops of the cities. Until you come coasting to a stop in front of Arcus's window, where you reach up and tuk 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 tuk. And after a second, he comes back to the window. He's not wearing pajamas anymore. He seems to have changed. He's in his wizardly robes, and he looks out at you, Busto, and he goes, "Oh, you're back already.
I have a problem. I need to talk to a friend, but I don't have magic sending
Oh.
spell.
Sure. I have a door, just so you're aware. You know, the window is it's for looking out
I have
usually.
a question.
Is it?
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
It's just a cool wizard.
18.
What are you trying to figure out?
Does he remind me of how Miss Delana was talking or acting at all? Or if there's anything sus about this guy?
Not that you can tell. He seems worried for sure. He's kind of freaked out right now, and he's hiding it, but he doesn't seem to be planning anything that Busto isn't aware of.
He's not malicious, is what I think. Or something like this.
Can you say something to my friend?
Sure. What's your friend's name? Where are they?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay. Name?
Valia Truth.
Blue. Tieflin.
Has he been introduced to Valia ever?
Yes.
Once.
Remind me when we were
Okay.
gonna do the.
He just needs to know of the creature. Really,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
cast this.
He-
And he goes, "Oh, of course. What message would you want me to send?"
Where are you?
Goes, sure. And he sort of steps back from the window to get out of the sun just a little bit, and you can see him close his eyes, and he sort of puts out his fingers like this and actually like raises very slightly off the ground.
God
No,
damn
that's
it.
so rare in this game.
Magic is really.
And I
rare.
need to roll a
How did
d20
it fly?
to see
Only
if
like
it
5 of the
succeeds.
common races.
Because there is a 5% chance of failure while not on the same plane. So if I roll a nat 1, roll the 2.
Holy!
So
That
I'd
was
say
almost very, very bad.
maybe a little bit after you got the little opal thing, this message comes through your head. This sort of gruff voice, which you've maybe heard once, just says, "Valia, Busto is wondering where you are right now."
I'm in a store.
What sort of store? There's a lot of stores in Durham, dear.
Tell him it's the store.
Okay. Are you doing all right? Are you okay?
Tell them that I'll be back soon. Don't come. See you in about 19 hours.
I'm going.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to
the-
go. You're
that-
gonna see that fucking dead guy.
The message cuts off, and Arcus sort of
This
drops
isn't the
back.
Just
first dead
fucking listen to
person.
me.
This isn't the first dead person we've seen, Nate.
They're not gonna get squeamish.
Oh no!
Oh, a
No, but
dead
it's their
person.
friend.
Yeah.
Without a heart.
Yeah.
I know that he meant more to me than anybody else,
Yeah.
you dick.
And Arcus drops back down to the ground and sort of steadies himself for a second before approaching the window again, and he says, "She told me to tell you she's in the store."
Oh, okay.
Thank
Thank you very much.
you.
Why can't people just let me do my
course.
thing? Now we're all gonna. Now we could all die.
It was a bad insight check. Don't even think about it.
What was it?
Yes.
How bad?
13.
Okay. You don't really know anything. All right. So-
Suspicion.
What exactly is what are you guys gonna do now?
Guys,
Go to the
you
store.
should
Go meet up with Nick.
Come get me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
please.
saying.
Yeah. Get Nick.
But you
first.
mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, we'll go sweep up Nick and then go put the key in a hole.
Very true. Yeah. Do you know where Nick is? Did Nick talk about it?
Don't go breaking.
I mean, you can probably just fly over
Yeah,
the
we can
streets.
look around for her.
That could be why it took you so long to go catch up with her later.
Okay.
Valiant, you better be writing down the hours you're in there, because I'm not keeping
I got
track
him
of
right
it.
now. I got 19 left. Spent 5
Oh,
hours.
that's
Yeah.
why you were like, don't talk to me for 19 hours.
Guys,
She's in her emo phase.
You guys sort of fly above the city streets, looking down. Actually, can you roll perception check for me?
It's gonna be like a 20
14.
million.
Can I roll
Never
perception?
mind.
You can assist him because you're driving.
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to just roll an advantage then? Is that what assisting means?
Yeah, helping.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't matter. I rolled an out one.
I'll just roll with advantage.
Well, he rolled a nat
He
one,
rolled
buddy.
it, yeah.
But he wasn't supposed to roll.
Well, let me see what help actually does.
Helping
We should
is
probably
the action is
learn the
imposes
basic
advantage on.
Yeah, so that roll
Yeah.
didn't count.
I know because Zibashi just did a video on it.
Oh, really?
like last week.
20.
Well,
That's good
I still want to
timing.
read it. And when you make the help action, the creature gain. Yeah, okay.
So I get to roll with advantage?
Yep.
20.
Nice.
Nat 20?
No, 20.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you actually find her pretty quick. She's. I would imagine after the visit to the apothecary.
Apothecary.
I can't pronounce it right.
Apothecary.
I guess you just sort of went and wandered the
I'm
streets
just
for a while.
walking. I'm upset. I'm in a mood.
And when you see Nick kind of just like, Nick is down like an alleyway. She's sort of found her way to a part of the city.
I'm in my emo phase.
She's sort of found her way to a part of the city where not many people are inhabiting right now. There's a lot of like battle wear. One of the roads is actually just completely upturned. But you sort of scoot in over the rubble and pull up maybe 6 or so feet above the ground with her right next to your carpet.
I think Valley is in Tom's shop. You wanna go check it out?
I guess.
Did that guy tell us not that she said she didn't want us to go?
He did not.
Okay, well we didn't know.
I just can make judgment calls.
Yeah. Well, we'll
That's fair.
go unlock a door.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Who has the key? So we can know now.
I'll have the key.
Okay. Because we forgot.
you find another one of those sort of abandoned doorways. And you sort of pull the door back onto its hinges and like hold it in place for a second, and then just like insert the key and actually like push, and the door actually just like collapses over. But it opens its way right into Tom's shop, leaving the sort of splintered door lying on the floor in the entrance. And beyond it, you can see this scene of just destruction. Like, the room is actively on fire right now. The curtains are burning, and there are these
Yeah.
just big gouges through the walls, and then the like. I'd say at this point, just the latter half of the room is taken up by this partially repolymorphed golden dragon, which is just sprawled over with this big gouge through the center of its chest.
I'm gonna.
Wait, is it just so basically all they can see is that it's a golden dragon?
It's sort of like halfway in between. Right
Okay,
now.
so
So it's.
could you see it's Tom?
Yeah.
You
He's got the
could guess.
robe, right? Yeah. Still.
It's got like remnants of his clothes partially attached to it. The only reason it's not fully done, when it is, it's probably gonna get stuck.
Bitch, I
It's
killed
probably gonna
golden
start
dragon.
breaking the room.
For all you know.
I'm gonna run up. Tom. And I'm gonna.
Natural 20. I'm making a medicine check.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but with fire.
Oh, because he wants to be warm.
This little medicine check works.
Okay, well, I'm making a medicine check. I'm trying to stabilize him.
Yeah.
But
It's fine.
with
Yeah.
the fire, because I know he likes it.
Busto, you sort of watch from the side of the room as Cal kind of like, you can see him starting to like slowly walk up, and then he just and nothing happens, and he starts just like beaming fire into the side of the corpse before just like slamming on it with his fists and sort of dropping to his knees as you realized early on it was already dead.
Yeah, I hate to be the one to say this, but he's like super dead.
Can I tell how long he's been dead?
Oh, not after you just blast him with fire.
With a nat 20, I mean, you can probably, with a medicine check,
That's fair.
he's recently, for sure.
Not a minute.
A few hours
A few
ago.
hours, yeah.
Do you think Valia did this?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No. Disintegrates.
Oh, right. She's not clever enough for that.
That's a good point.
This was them.
Why is she in here then?
Who
Valia. Where is she?
probably taking things.
Do we see the weasel up on the counter?
You do notice that, like, well, I mean, the counter has been knocked over at this
Oh
point.
shit.
But there is a cage, like, knocked, like, very out of place, just lying in the middle of the floor, completely untouched by the damage to the rest of the building.
No,
It is on its
guy.
side, though. And I mean, the cover would have fallen off at this point, so you can see this very confused ferret
I'm gonna take a couple scales.
running around.
Yeah.
Scales?
God,
Yeah, sure.
No.
What?
Keep going, you guys.
So, my
So I can remember
question. My question is, do you think this is going to be dangerous?
Probably. It looks like things are going on here.
Probably Tom is smart, so he trap things. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
But
ideally he'd lock his door better too, but
If that's true, that means Valia's toast.
She's clever. We don't give her enough credit.
Thank
and
you.
if she's gone, then
Sure.
she has a lot of money that we could probably take.
But power-wise, she's not gonna make it if she's trapped in here with him. With one of them.
Now you're trying
How
here with one of them.
big is this place?
I don't know. It just seems like a little shop, right?
No idea.
If Tom was a dragon, this is much bigger than we think.
The one example you've ever seen of how big this place can be is up back at Chesnick's
Oh,
shop,
yeah.
where he has the entirety of the world ship contained in one of the rooms.
Yeah. So,
I think the best move would be to.
I think someone should stay here. Well, somebody else goes and tries to find Val or look for things.
why don't
you-
Busto and I go and you stay?
What's your survival check?
My survival check? I feel like it has to be okay.
I feel like mine's better.
Probably, but if we meet anything.
I think the best
it's
move would
plus
be.
1. Yeah,
Yeah,
you probably have a better one.
I think the best move would be to make a trail,
I agree. Something that you
something
can
to
follow back.
follow. I don't know how big.
Buster, you still have that jug? Uncork one of them.
Ew. This is going to be disgusting.
I take the cork. I uncork mayonnaise.
Nice.
Nice.
I knew it.
Super gross, but sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna like
I
a
put
little
a
here,
little
a
on
little
my
there,
hand.
or you got?
Yeah, I put a little in my hand also, and I kind of go up to the cage.
I was hoping there'd just be a stream of it.
Make an animal handling check.
It's
I
like a
did.
slug.
20 total.
Okay.
11 plus 9.
Don't feed my guy mayonnaise.
Yeah,
What if
I mean,
he
the,
wants
the ferret does
mayonnaise?
not seem to be thrilled about the mayonnaise,
Yeah.
but it is hungry.
I'm just gonna.
And it sort of just runs up. I should note, I really don't think I've described it. It is an albino ferret, so it's white fur with like the reddish kind of eyes. It's cute.
So I will cast
Bright pink nails.
I
Too.
got the
good berry. Then,
Okay.
And I feed it a berry.
It seems
Who is
much
this
more enthused
little
about that.
guy?
Wait, one whole berry? That's enough to fucking destroy his stomach.
No, I think
It explodes.
If it
splattering
can
the
fill
cage with
you
blood
up,
and
it
guts.
expands to
it
whatever
fits
magic
to your
creature.
stomach.
Yeah. Okay. I was
to the
gonna say,
creature.
holy shit.
Oh, do you?
What I know about it being magical?
It's an
or
extraordinary weasel.
It's just
It's
a weasel?
extraordinary.
It's a weasel that is extraordinary.
Yeah. Leave my guy
Tom,
alone.
somebody gave Tom a weasel, and he had no fucking idea what to do with it.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought you said ferret.
Could I make a, actually, can I make a, this is gonna sound weird. I guess another animal handling check to make a variety of different sounds to see if there are any other animals.
Are you trying to give my guy a heart attack?
No, I'm
Jesus
trying to
fuck!
see
Fuck,
if
there's a
there are-
wolf over here and a fucking
I'm trying to
coyote.
hear if there are any other animals, like
And
maybe.
a Kyle?
And a coyote?
Go ahead and
Kyle.
That's
Good
why.
reasoning.
not sure if make a performance check.
Okay.
That's cocked.
Cocked, yeah. 20
Oh
total.
wow.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
It's gonna
equal
be
20 total.
ridiculous.
So Busto is kneeling over this weasel, and he kind of looks up, and he looks determined. He stands up, moves to the center of the room, and just bellows a goat noise, and then pauses for a few moments,
Oh, that was
good.
weird.
and just starts
awesome.
and just
All
starts
did
like
that.
turning and cycling through different animal sounds. You don't get a response.
I start making armpit farts because we're clearly doing this.
So
I'm
Nick
gonna
is
grab
running
the
around
jug
Busto.
of mayonnaise and just start moving deeper into the. While screaming out Val's name.
Okay.
Busto would like to look for documents.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Busto,
survival check investigation.
Would you like to stay then, Busto? I don't think so. I don't think you want to.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
I
I'm,
want
I'm
to
specifically
come. I'm
looking for like
stuff.
sales transactions or something like
I'm looking.
that. Oops.
We should stay together now first.
Yeah.
14 total.
Survival for you, if you're tracking.
14. What's
Okay.
with the 4 fucking teens?
Okay. We're gonna go back over to you, Thalia, for a little bit.
Arthur.
As you venture deeper into this cavern, really is the only word I can give you right now. You find the rooms sort of begin to degrade in structural anything. So the room you're in now, it doesn't have any sort of structure. It's just these huge, like, sweeping, it's almost like a cavern, but it's just these curtains like piled up and rolled over in different ways with these like hanging lanterns, just like it's like a 40-foot chain with then like a little lantern at the bottom, just sort of swinging back and forth in the now present wind.
I roll investigation.
You're pretty fucking lost right now.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Because they're just
I-
like random trinkets now, like scattered around.
I'm looking at those random trinkets to see if there's anything.
Kind of looks like a pillow fort. That would be the best analogy I can give
Oh,
you.
nice. I like it. I'm looking through those little trinkets, seeing if there's anything that would be, would help me in like a fight or maybe, or just something else. You know what I mean?
If you're just like looking for something valuable,
Like not
Do you
valuable
have
money
detect-
wise, but like.
do you have detect
I
magic?
don't.
How about you make an Arcana check for me?
Also,
18.
Okay.
Because it can be something else besides what I showed to you.
All right. With an 18, I would say go ahead and make your investigation check with -3. Sorry, this is a pretty specific task you were looking for.
yeah.
-3.
Yep.
13.
Okay.
Another 2 hours.
I would give this one about 3.
3. That's
Another 3.
We got plenty of
And
time.
you have to go a ways through this.
Also, just to clarify, we went in with about 19.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you did.
I just wanted to make sure.
And 16.
Thank you.
And you just sort of wander around for a while, just I'd say as a sorcerer, you have some pull towards magical artifacts.
Sure.
And sort of walking around, you can kind of evaluate something and try and figure out what exactly it is. And I'd say the trinket that ends up drawing your eye in the end is this little... Well, the room you end up in, it's sort of just like this massive hallway. Like I don't mean like huge, like wide, like it's a regular sized hallway, but it goes straight forward for
wow.
about like
Ever.
4 or 5 miles. And along the walls are just these like suits of armor adorned with various random like armaments. One of them has a sword, one of them, it seems mostly dingy. A lot of them are kind of rusted or just broken, but a few have something that is clearly magical, like a little sash or a crown. But the one that catches your eye is this suit of armor that is mostly degraded away with a little locket in the middle, which a very faint light seems to be emanating from the hinge.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll take the locket.
Okay.
You explode.
Yep. Picking it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I already know the locket.
Picking it up, it doesn't seem to exhibit any magical properties that you can notice besides the glow.
Okay.
At the moment, anyway.
Fuck. I'm gonna open it up. Look in it.
Go ahead and make I think it's wisdom saving throw?
Yep. I did not make it.
Okay. So,
That isn't a O.
Yeah.
That's the correct
He
answer.
explodes.
He's
That's
So
the
you-
correct answer to an O.
You sort of cup the locket in your hand in this hallway before peeking inside as this white light flashes out and almost seems to illuminate through your eyes and into your head itself.
Yeah.
And you sort of feel this like vibration as this like slurry of images just flashes through your mind's eye, and you find yourself locked in place, essentially lost sort of in this chaos of your own thought.
It's cool when you get to homebrew your own stuff.
Shit.
So
That's not good.
Fucking deep.
Just so you know, it's
No, it's
the
a fight.
damage is every time I do.
every time you
It doesn't say it, but it's every time I make a saving throw. If I
okay.
fail.
I'll give you a choice. Either you keep taking damage or it takes a long time for the stunning to wear off.
I take a lot of damage.
Okay.
I don't have time.
Go ahead and start making wisdom saving throws, my friend.
Okay, so that's one fail. That is a critical fail.
That's 2 more d4s. Have you rolled your initial d4?
No, not yet.
I was gonna have you roll it, or do you
Okay.
want me to roll?
Yeah,
it?
that's fine.
Okay, so that's another fail.
4d4.
Almost a success, but still a
5
fail.
d4.
Another fail.
64.
Another fail.
Use this die.
74.
Use this die. Use the black one. Thank you.
Another fail.
8d4.
Another critical fail.
Not 10d4.
Another fail.
11d4.
Another fail.
12.
I get nothing to wisdom. Another fail.
13.
That's cocked. Is that cocked?
So that's
It's a fail.
14.
Another fail.
How many times do you have to roll?
Another fail until I get out.
16.
Use a different die. Thank
No,
you.
I'm a success.
16.
16
That's
demon force.
Keep in mind though, dude. That's
That's a
Hachi
shit.
How
a
do you have the
long
worst
time,
rolls on
dude.
the entire planet? It's always like, Trevor, I get good
I'm
rolls.
gonna
No
say
one
that's,
just calls it.
that's about 10 minutes. We're not gonna.
That's fine.
We're gonna.
Wait, how much damage? How much damage?
16.
16 d4.
Oh,
I'm not gonna roll.
fucking
Yeah, I
God.
want a dice
Should I-
roll.
Just dice roll it. Just electronically roll that. That is fucking insane.
Oh, it's
Holy
brutal.
balls.
This is why this is such a cool thing.
That's not cool.
What's your average
is.
here? Out of my curiosity. This is gonna be
Average?
Yeah.
Because that's out of 4, so it's either you're
40
going 3.
average.
I'll take 40. You want me to just take 40?
Wait, let's
Or do you want to
No,
roll?
No, I'd like you to take 52.
Okay.
Oh my god. Ooh.
I'm totally fine with that.
Damn, dude.
I'll do a survival check to get out.
So you. Damn. So you just, as you're staring at this, you're just sort of like curling, almost like your muscles are like. Almost like your muscles are kind of like twisting as you just like get closer and closer to the floor until you finally just fall to the side and crash into that suit of armor, and rip your gaze away from the locket, leaving you with 54 points of necrotic damage.
And a lot
taken.
of bad memories.
A lot of bad memories.
Okay. I'm going to try to get out.
Okay.
Free.
You are pretty
Oh
hurt
my
now.
God, dude, you're
With
And your memory, I would say your memory of walking
These
is
rolls are so
pretty
with
fucked up.
15 hours and 50 minutes,
You're gonna have disadvantage too on this round.
that's fine. With 15 hours and 50 minutes, as long as I don't get a nat 1, can I get out?
Maybe.
Oh my
We'll have
god.
to see.
It depends on when you meet us. though,
15
so I'd
hours
still
and
roll.
15
Let me
With
think of the
mayonnaise.
DC.
Okay.
15 hours.
In 50 minutes.
You're incredibly lost.
Sure. It's almost 16 hours.
Because you did all this searching just by going in random directions.
But I did it in 8 hours. So I have twice as much.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're also dazed as fuck and hurt.
Sure.
I would
but can get
roll
rid of it.
anyways because you still need to see when you find us.
Or I can just here. That's if so drink so that is gonna like me being this hurt is actually gonna like really F me up. Because I can just heal.
Okay.
it's going to
no,
make
no,
me
I'm-
really
the
up.
problem I'm looking at is that you flooded your head with random memories when you need your memory to get you back out.
Sure. I can sit and stop for like a half hour to get everything back if you want.
I think your head's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Like that. That's,
Okay, I would say that is fair. So I won't give you disadvantage.
But I'll stop for. Do you want to just make it an even 15 hours? So 50 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, again, you do have a lot of time.
At 15
I
hours.
would
Still have
put-
15 hours because
Yeah.
Also, to clarify, stream.
Yeah.
Just explain the hours.
the,
we never actually
the
talked
ladder's
about that.
collapsing.
After a legendary monster dies,
Thank
there's
you.
a certain amount of time before the lair effects fade away, and this is Tom's lair, so after 1d4 days, it fades away, and I rolled a 1.
Of course.
So after 1 day, it fades away.
So if I'm still in
And
it,
it's
I
gonna
fade
put you
Oh,
where? Vanished, gone,
Who knows?
some random plane.
not in where I want to be.
Not where you want to be.
Precisely.
Basically up to me. I would say make a.
By the way, I get +0, so it's like whatever this dice.
I feel like this is probably a DC 10 survival check.
Here.
Fuck.
You want to do the electronic one? I don't have to roll anything.
No, I think you should roll.
roll
Yo,
it.
roll it. Yeah, it's one
Do you
dice.
trust that golden dice?
Roll it, buddy.
No.
It's your.
But I don't trust any dice.
This is a stressful moment, buddy.
Do it.
50 shot, dude.
Do it.
Meter beat, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it's not 50-50.
5.
I missed the dice tray.
Doesn't matter. 5.
You fucking idiot.
That is
A fail.
a damn shame.
I just want to see what it would have been if I hit the dice tray. And
Now
one.
one.
It would have been a lot worse. Could have been worse.
All right, can I have that die?
No.
Can I just throw
No.
it?
No. Fuck you.
It's terrible.
I don't care. I have metal dice and I think they're cool.
I want to.
No, give it.
Can I not
It's
roll it?
evil.
This one roll
I think they're cool too.
it. I like
Alley
it.
up.
There, we'll die.
But
That would
that would have won.
made it help.
I like my dice. Sometimes I get nat 20s.
Sometimes.
Don't you
Like
just love it
three.
when the game goes in a direction you don't expect?
No.
Oh my god.
Not if it's something.
Wait,
game-
so if he
you don't
because he
expect.
didn't roll over a 10, it's gonna take him 15 hours to get out. Is that what you're saying?
Over.
It means he's not going to make it out.
Oh my god.
There is something else I can do.
What?
We need to help him.
Whilst in that 15 hours of trying to get out, I can look for something to teleport out. Or stop and go into communion and see if there's a way that he can light up the trail.
I think if you chose to spend this 15 hours trying to get out
You
and
spent
rolled the
it,
check
huh?
for it, you spent the 15
Okay,
hours.
that's fair.
Well, Cal's first thing is he wants to look for Thalia
Yeah.
because he was screaming her name that entire time. He's been looking for her.
And Busto for the last 19 hours.
But if you go left instead of right when I went
It's all
right,
about the rolls.
totally fucked.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm
looking for
gonna
her
go
at
with
all.
you guys.
They got 13. That's over 10.
It is. They weren't rolling though.
Yeah, I was
Rolling
rolling
survival
for.
check.
No, we weren't.
I was.
He did.
Oh yeah.
I got 14.
I was rolling an
Oh, he
investigation.
got
check.
14. Even better
I-
than 13.
Just to clarify, Trevor, in the papers that I was attempting to look for, I was attempting to find some form of organization, or basically what Tom, if
How
he
he
had
organized.
somewhere written down how he organized his lair.
Like a map.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 13 on investigation.
14.
14. This is pretty specific. I'm gonna say you spend pretty much most of your time just digging through papers.
Like
19
19
hours
hours?
worth of
No. I just mean like the time while you are looking. Busto basically just spends this downtime digging through paper.
Well, I'm looking for Valia.
Yeah.
So like 5 hours worth of time.
Wait, can
Probably.
I look?
Busto's not great at reading either. Keep in
That's
mind.
true.
And your system is you're just taking random papers out of filing cabinets.
Have I found Valia? That's even the question. I don't even know if
I
I got a 14
yeah.
survival for my first one. Do I need to make more?
Did you have a method of tracking her?
Opened
Drawers.
drawers.
Well,
Thank you for that.
Ooh.
she wasn't following the drawers after a little while. She was just going through.
And
curtains.
if I may, the place has already been looted. So
Place has already been looted some, so there are.
Hold on. Cal would have thought of something.
Oh, I was
Can
also
I be,
looking
like,
for
looking
where
for
he would have
cool
stashed
stuff?
valuables. Also, Trevor. Sorry. Yeah,
Mhm.
Like if he had any legendary artifacts or anything like that, and basically where he would put them.
I would.
I'm not
Yep.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna go in with the mayonnaise. I'm actually gonna do something else.
Can
You
I
continue your
be
thought though?
looking for stuff?
Oh,
I want
shit.
to look for cool stuff.
Yes.
I wonder if this works.
Can you read Draconic?
Yes,
Okay, so you can read his papers.
Oh, nice.
I really
I
hope
think.
Busto,
I can.
Let me just
Busto,
check.
I need something from you.
No,
Actually-
I actually can't.
Okay, then you wouldn't be able to read his
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter.
papers.
It wouldn't matter
you
anyway.
can read a drawing of a map.
Yeah.
Nick,
It's
what are
not
you
really
looking
that, it's
for?
more like a catalog.
If he finds a
I'm
map.
looking for.
Wait, are you taking the
I already
mayonnaise?
have what you want.
I mean,
You take the
I'm
mayonnaise.
not looking for her. I'm looking for stuff. For
Yeah, well,
me.
you take the mayonnaise. then.
Okay, I'll take the mayonnaise. I'm looking for stuff, specifically anything related to time. Like time, oracle stuff. Time, like anything about time. And
Like
I'm also,
divination-based stuff?
Dunamancy.
yeah, seeing the future and seeing the past.
Okay.
And I'm also looking for a particular spell scroll, which is sending.
Okay.
Smart.
Go ahead and make 2 investigation checks for me.
I guess I'll look
can't
for
use it.
something else then.
I can't what?
You can't use it though.
Yeah, I know. I just need it
Just clarify,
because
just making
like
sure.
you know we need
We
them.
do need it.
Yeah.
We'll need it.
So one of them. Let me just. Ah. So in 22 and a critical failure.
Okay. Which one would you like to assign to which?
I need time stuff.
Okay.
And I don't care about sending.
Fuck.
So,
So are you guys all split up?
No, I'm back with Busto.
They're with, and I have mayonnaise, so they can find me.
Yeah.
I would say, with a 22, it only takes a couple. If you are you gonna be venturing off into the back corridors and stuff to look for this? And do you have a way back?
I have the mayonnaise, which I'm following.
Okay.
I just had an idea.
Sure.
No, keep going with it. Sorry.
So yeah, sort of leaving this trail behind, you wander around for a while before, I'd say what you end up finding, is this, kind of looks like a crystal ball, but it's a, like, diamond shaped, like, I mean, we have one, looks basically just like this, and it's hovering over this little pedestal about the size of a dinner plate, and it seems to have this sort of red glow from the middle, and sort of when you look into it, you can see this like just sort of random like shifting smoke that occasionally forms these like scenes that you can almost make out before they fade away again. And you can't be certain what it does, but this does seem kind of it's pretty future based. It's hard to not think it is. Yeah.
I still have a key. There are a lot of doors around. It takes a door to get in, so it must take a key to get in, so it must take a key to get out.
Oh shit.
Even
are
if
there a
it's
lot of
to a
doors
random place,
That is a good point.
which is what I would assume it would be.
Okay.
But does he have one entrance?
He,
I know, but the
My-
doors
my-
still work. in
that's
the
what I
other
would think is
direction.
that it would work opposite if you're in there already.
I think what it would do is it would bring you into Tom's thing from the
that's what I
front.
was- From the front.
And that's looping around. I'm not really sure what the concept.
Oh fuck.
My question is, if I do that,
So
will we
that
be
means
able to get out?
we're all the way in the back now, looking for her when she's.
Well,
come
no.
around,
My
because it's been fucking,
my
like,
bigger
17
question is,
hours.
if I do that, will I be able to get back out? Because then opening the door, like to leave, would just go back to that door, in his place. So would I be stuck in like a paradox type thing?
Yeah, more my question is what the result of opening a door to Tom's grocery shop in Tom Grocery's grocery shop
Yeah,
would
but
be.
I feel like
no,
it would
but
be
then opening
opposite.
that door means that Tom's grocery shop's front door would open back to that door.
Or it's opposite. I'm thinking it's opposite. If you go out to a door in like that door right there, and I open it, I'm in Tom Grocery's place. I'm in Tom Grocery's place. I use that. It just goes to a random door.
That's
out
what
of it.
I was thinking.
I think it would just be opposite.
It's not
the key
gonna be
specifically
great
brings you
either
to
way.
Tom Grocery's grocery shop.
All right, well we're looking.
I'll put it in upside down.
I would say it will bring you somewhere. I just might have to think for a second about where.
If it brings me back to Tom Grocery's grocery
We're
shop,
fucked.
You're in it.
we're stuck forever.
Because he's arguing that there's no way to get out.
That you've made a loop through
Yeah.
his grocery shop? That's
Then we can never leave.
not a terrible point.
Unless,
Unless we use our key to get out.
We can't,
no, you can't.
because then we'll just send.
Then
us-
you're in Tom Grocery's grocery
Unless
shop.
you
I
guys
hate
have,
that.
like,
If then you're in
dimension
Tom
door or
Grocery's grocery
anything like
shop.
Well, okay,
use
so
your key.
Trevor, there has to be some form of magical like system, quote unquote, in which can differentiate even when different adventurers come in. Because if that were the case,
All
then
right.
every single time you opened, you went into Tom Grocery Shop, and then someone else came into Tom Grocery Shop. If you walked
Tom
out,
Grocery's
then you would be
grocery shop.
walking out where
Oh,
they
that's
came
true.
in.
That's
so there
true.
has to be a magical.
I would say what
entity
happened
that
if someone else
determines-
opened it was it would open another door into it. So there'd just be two doors in at the entrance place. My thing is, I think if you're making a loop like this, it's gonna have effects similar to putting a bag of holding in a bag of holding, and it will teleport you. And I do have a table here that has random teleport
I'm not gonna
locations.
play with the fates any more than I have to. My other thought was that as it starts to deteriorate, right?
Yep.
Eventually, the whole place is just gonna turn into the dimension it is, right? So the walls will start to fade away, and there will soon be nothing.
You'll be able to
Yep.
see us.
Sure. As the walls start to fade away, I can see through walls, kind of. I can see all the way over there.
You can see that there is nothing there.
I can if
It's different
that wall
dimensions.
disappears, I can see outside, right?
It's pocket
But if there was a
dimensions.
wall between us and it disappeared, I could see you. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, because
He's
it's pocket dimensions.
He's
because remember
arguing
inside
Rick and
the-
Morty's, like, you know, when they're falling through,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, they make. I mean,
I'm
and
saying
that's
if
why
I
it's a-
take
it's a
down
po-
this wall, I'll see the room inside.
No, because it's
Yeah, but
it's a
it's
pocket dimension.
dimensional.
Though.
And also, these
Stuff.
spaces don't
So you wouldn't
relate
see us.
necessarily linearly. They're
Yeah.
just sort of wherever.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you can use the key to get out. It's just gonna teleport you probably somewhere.
And it could be
If
any
you want to roll those dice.
any dimension,
Well, I have a
any
little thing
location
here.
in those dimensions.
Yeah, is
And
it-
any planet in any dimension.
Is it the planes or is it?
Yeah, the planes. It could be anything.
I have
It
a
could
random,
literally just be like,
I have a random table right here.
I know, it's random. That's the thing I don't like.
But what is on the random table?
Well, we are looking.
tell you
for
that.
it.
Give me how many hours we have from when I got the locket. It's 15.
15.
Yeah, but how many has it been since then? None?
Wait, how long did
If
it
you're
take
taking
me
your
to
survival
find
check,
that
it's
thing?
none because you're done.
Well, I'm saying like
If you told me you are taking a survival check to go find your way out, that's what happened. If you want to interrupt it at the last minute with trying the key, I'm okay with that.
yeah, that's what
It's
I was
too
saying.
late to add in other stuff you did.
I'm
in the
not gonna
past.
add in anything. I'm saying if it's the last minute, then I'll do that. I'm saying how many hours do I have before they find me?
Oh.
I don't know if they will with rolls like
I
you've
mean,
had.
I just want to know how long it took me to find that little diamond.
I'd say, I don't know, probably 3.5, 4 hours.
It was a 22.
So you're saying that this random table that
Well,
could
it's very
mean anything
specific.
for me is
I'll
my
say
only
about
shot,
No,
potentially.
no. Please don't.
You're saying that that key is teleporting me anywhere. It could be my only shot to do anything.
Maybe.
Unless
Hey.
you have some other brilliant plan for the last minute.
The only other thing I can think of is communion, but I don't think you'd let me do that.
Okay, well,
I'll think you have
if
time.
she's been waiting for this long, we're going to find her. So
I'm running
have we
around
found
too.
her?
I'm not standing in this place.
I know, but we're gonna go find her and see if luck helps us because we can't think of anything else.
Well,
What'd you say about communion?
I don't think you have time.
I
Hold on.
was thinking about
Right.
using the tablet.
That's why.
That's not gonna work.
Why not?
Because it's not linear.
yeah, but
Like we've said,
you
no.
can still observe linear and exponential growth.
No, because
I'll wait till the last.
The thing about that
like
is
5-10 minutes.
the dimensions open up into
As long
a
as you can
completely
promise me there will
different
be a door,
place.
like, it
so
just won't go.
you don't even see them.
Okay, so you're arguing that it's completely different. right?
Yeah, it's a completely different place. We won't be able to see it.
It has no linear correlation
Yeah.
to the space,
Yeah.
the dimensions in which we see in comparison to the dimensions that we see.
Yeah.
Because that's acting as a barrier.
Wait a second.
Whatever.
You said since there will be 2 doors, right? At the front. Because I've entered and they've entered.
That's if someone comes from outside.
Right. I came from outside in one place. They came from
Maybe
outside in a
Nick
different
is
place.
fucking genius. Hold on. Where's Nick? I'm gonna go find Nick.
You can follow my main.
They
Yeah,
came
following
from
the
they
mayonnaise
came from 2
trail.
different places, so there should be 2 doors.
Yeah, there would be the door you took to get
And
in.
then the
Say that
door
you
they
wanted to
took.
get touched
Yeah.
with?
So if I do that loop thing and I go in the loop, there will be
Fine,
another door to
yeah.
leave.
Because, again, you're trying to go to Tom's grocery shop from in
Here,
Tom's grocery
here,
shop.
could-
It's like a paradox. It just doesn't work.
I just teleport like us to over there.
You
Okay.
can't just define rules, buddy.
I'm finding laws
I'm
of
gonna go
physics.
find Nick from the mayonnaise trail.
Okay.
Laws of D&D physics.
Uh,
To the physicist.
do I find her following the mayonnaise trail?
Oh, yeah.
what are you looking for?
I'd say
Oh,
you
you
probably
know.
find her on your way back.
I don't feel bad for
Stop.
you guys.
Stuff? What kind of stuff?
Why do you want to know?
Because anything we find could be important.
Oh, okay, well, I got this cool gem that floats on a plate,
Okay.
and I want to try to look for something else, maybe, but
What's
I don't want
what's
to
the
push my
gem?
tongue.
It's just a gem that floats on a plate.
Yeah, let me show it to you.
What is it? What do I see? Trevor.
In the gem,
Yeah.
sort of just shifting smoke. These random scenes.
What is that supposed to be?
Maybe tell the future. Hopefully.
Well, could it tell the past?
I mean, I hope so. That's why I got it.
Arthur, do you have Identify?
Oh,
He's not
maybe.
even with us, I don't think.
I know, I'm just
But we
asking.
could
I just
bring
want.
it back,
if,
but
if
yeah.
I knew Busto had identified, then
We could bring it back, yeah.
I'll have it prepared.
So, like, unless there's something really urgent, I'm just gonna
Do you
keep
mind if
on
I see that
looking
real
for- Will you give it back in
I'll
like
give it-
5 seconds?
Not maybe not 5 seconds, but I'll give
Wait,
it back.
are you taking it out of my line of vision?
If you want to follow me, you can.
Oh my god. We have a really bad track record with this because you owe me 5 gold and you still have not given it to me. from,
Sorry, I
like,
forget things.
A month ago. It was actually like 2 years ago. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'm gonna go back to the very front where we entered in the very back and look into the gem. Do I see anything?
Shifting smoke as the result of an unattuned magic item.
Fuck! That's what I thought.
I messed up with the locket.
I'm still like looking around. Can I look for one more thing before I bop out? I'm gonna look for anything that would lead me to
I got one more thing.
a connection with Orion's patron because the bear said I could talk to the plane and it would know more. What would allow me to do that? And can I find it in here?
I believe there's. I don't remember the exact name, but I do seem to recall there being. It's like planar gems or something. If that's not a thing, it should be. These sort of just like linked gemstones to the planes of existence. And I'd say you could probably find them. That's a pretty common one. It's the sort of thing that would.
Plain stones.
You know what?
Shut up.
Sorry, I made an end game
You are
reference.
so dumb.
I know.
I destroyed the stones.
That's the
I
second
would
one
say the best link to the astral plane you
Just
probably
an
have. Do you have, who has Orion's music box? Or what memorabilia of his do you have?
Caravan.
I have all of
I
his.
don't think
I
anybody
think we
did.
left the music box there.
I
Yeah.
have
Yeah, we left it with
His stuff would probably be the
I
best.
have
link
all
you
of
could
his
find.
journals. Yeah.
Journals.
That would probably be your best link.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I have the books too.
Okay.
Or find somebody else.
Oh fuck. Okay, so I'm in the I'm in the front with Busto still, right?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Do you need to do anything else?
It's
No, I'll
will
just follow
help
my
them,
mayonnaise
but
trail
not.
back out.
See, this
Okay.
is Nate is doing this for them, but Val's doing it for herself. The book you gave me has a lot of blank pages. Every time I take a turn, can I write an arrow, going which way I went? So that way, if I find that arrow, I'll know which way I already went,
It's a pretty good plan.
and it will help them hopefully find me if they find one of those.
Okay.
But
yeah.
the reason Val's doing it is so Val doesn't get lost. The
Okay.
reason Nate's doing it is so that they can find me.
So you're writing it in your book?
No, I'm writing it on
In the-
a
in the-
page and then hopefully
Sticking it on the
yeah,
wall or
finding a
something?
nail or
Okay,
finding a
yeah,
spot
yeah,
where I
okay.
can it's noticeable.
One more thing is, I'm gonna go into communion.
That's kind of just out of the blue.
Whoa,
I mean, I can't think of anything. I tried to do time travel shit.
I was gonna look for some things before this ended because I still have 19
Messed up
hours.
the
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no.
because it's not
We have like
attuned.
14 hours.
But
No,
it's
We
whatever.
spent a long time looking through papers.
I can't look through
couldn't-
papers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I would say it's been like an hour then probably. Oh wait, no. How long did it take you to look for the mayonnaise?
3.5.
3.
3 and a half.
So it's
I'd
been
say it's like three.
Well, I would like to use time.
Okay,
too.
you go back to the beginning. This is really confusing.
Yeah, because everyone's doing different things on different times.
Okay.
This is generally why I don't allow retcons.
Yeah.
this is why
That's fair.
I'll come back
I shouldn't come.
with you after I've figured that out, and I'll follow my mayonnaise trail
okay.
so we're both in the front.
Okay.
Do you want to do your thing first, or do you want me to?
Raise your hands, children.
Do you want to do your thing first?
Busto.
Yeah. So Busto's gonna craft druid.
Jesus, mother of Christ!
Cast
Okay.
druid craft.
Cast. Thank you. Cast druid craft.
Craft a druid.
Every time he can't see a flower, and he's just gonna make a little flower.
Can't see a flower.
Yeah. He's
So
gonna make.
always.
Yes. He's gonna make a
So
flower.
everywhere.
He's gonna make a flower every few feet, basically, with druid
That's
craft.
really sweet.
Have a little flower trail to follow.
Is that all your thing was?
And so I would like to find, specifically, basically anything that has a tie to a god.
Does nobody realize that our friend has gone missing?
I'm lawfully evil
I have.
now. I don't care.
I think in this case it would be best
One
if you
second.
tell me what you are looking for, and I have you roll an investigation check.
Okay.
anything connected to
We're being very productive in this
I'm
episode.
sorry.
Divine
Okay.
stuff.
anything connected to the primordials.
Primordials. Okay.
Ooh, good call.
I would say
I don't think you know about the letter, though, do you?
What? I speak Celestial.
I know, but I don't think you know about the letter. That's all I
What
asked you.
letter? I know. I just I like. Dude,
Just
gods
like
are my
weird
thing.
gods.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
There's a reason why I got all these stars.
I don't know how I got these scars.
here. I can't make you roll a d14.
Can't on mine.
You want me to just pull up a dice roll?
Here, just come here.
Why do I always do this?
Because none of you guys have a dice roll.
Yes, we do. We just pulled up one.
Yeah, I could just have it.
Go ahead.
He's gonna press the number, and he got a 0. No, he got a.
Oicho?
What the hell is
Really?
that? What's the
Native
term?
Spanish speaker?
Oicho.
It's
Oicho?
not Spanish. It's Portuguese.
No, ocho or oito.
Yeah,
I kinda
it's
mixed
wrong
them.
both.
No, I mixed them both.
Yeah, I know. It's it's
Um,
wrong in both.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's not a good smile.
It was a very
Natural
interesting
20.
choice. Natural 20.
You find all.
No,
All the good things.
within
Find every god.
I would say within about an hour of searching,
Nice.
you find a little statuette of Erebus. So it's sort of this like, it's this cloaked figure, and then it has this little like black triangle that is just hovering in the air behind the head of the cloaked figure, sort of slowly rotating in place. Sort of just a little golden or bronze statuette with a little triangle halo behind it.
Okay. What is Erebus?
Erebus is the god of dark. So
God.
is the absence of light. The current steward of the gods. The ruling god in
get
Athene's
it.
absence.
And that was a pretty good card to
Yeah.
get, actually.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take it.
Could be a lot worse.
Counterpart to Foltus. And one of the 3 original twins of creation. Or 6 original twins.
So,
So I
wow.
Did you get your thing? Are you good? My turn. I just want to organize this. You
Yeah.
good?
I want more magic items.
You don't
Keep
get
going.
any more.
I just
You go looking for more, you're gonna end up in the bushes, and you
Yep.
can make that choice. If
I just
you like.
want to look for one more.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
he has.
does
He
have
actually has
better
wisdom
rolls.
stuff.
Yeah.
And he does have a trail of flowers.
Yeah.
And good rolls.
Yep.
And like plus 18 to wisdom. I got
good
plus
rolls.
0 to wisdom.
What'd you get?
19 plus minus 7, so 17 total.
You're looking for the cube? Or what are you looking for?
More god stuff, more statues to gods.
Okay.
And then last was gonna be the cube.
I would say you find a small scroll tube, and it has,
Empty.
as you unfold it, you find, I would say, it is a story. The text needs translating, but from what you can read of the title, it's pretty clear that it is a story of one of the primordials. And I'd say that's about 2 hours of searching.
Okay. And then lastly is a small cube of force.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation. This is going to take a little bit longer. This is a lot
Yeah.
rarer.
And that's a much lower roll, 9 total.
Okay, so you're 3 hours in. I'm going to say this takes probably another 6.
I'm at 16.
Am I
to-
still
I'm
at
at
19?
16 total right now, so I got 10 left. Perfect.
Well, you got to take the trip back. It's a little bit faster on the way back.
Okay.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9.
We have to take
Nine.
into
Bringing back would be
consideration that we
18,
didn't
but I would say
start at
following your trail, since you're not looking, you can probably make it back, but you're out of time. This is
Yeah.
it for you for
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You guys, that's all Busto can do.
That's all you're doing?
He has run.
Why I was
he has
afraid of
run
other
his
people
time
coming
now.
in here.
Okay. I'm gonna go into
One of us
communion.
dying is better than none of us in this world.
I would
Oh,
say
Barely.
Fuck. Continue.
in this context,
That's why I'm fine.
I'm not sure communion is accessible since you are on one of those little droplet dimensions. I would say you could pray, but I think a full communion. I would say you kind of kneel down to enter communion, and it like flickers for a second, and you see this like brief flash of the fury just hanging in the air in front of you, and then it just dissipates in front of your eyes.
I'm gonna guide me towards my friend, please. And I'm gonna get up and scorch the ground as I go, but go through where I think she went.
I would say,
Can I love how everyone's done a different way to keep a trail? Like
Yeah,
mayonnaise, flowers, fire.
Paper.
Nothing.
Paper.
Little
You
piece
did
of
it
paper.
after the fact.
I didn't have the paper until I had already gone in 2 hours in.
Good ice.
I would say
Ice melts.
you shut your eyes and
What?
begin burning
Gold.
a path in front of you and just sort of walk where you think you should go. And pretty abruptly, you find yourself standing in front of Nick, kneeling over the
Wrong one.
I wasn't
journals.
specific enough.
for Orion.
Wrong
I
one.
wasn't specific enough.
Hi, what's going on?
Fuck!
I'm
gonna turn around. One more. I'm gonna.
Ooh, praying twice is not always good.
And I know you tried your best, and I know I know I wasn't very specific, but Valia, please.
I'm gonna like blow in his ears and stuff. Since I'm right here.
Yeah. No. Nick, from your perspective, Cal puts out a hand and begins
Goes,
slowly
"Fuck."
burning away.
Yeah.
And he sort of heads back out away from the room for you. And then a few minutes later, the curtains on the side of the room push open and he reemerges and walks pretty much right back to the same spot.
Hey dude, how's it going? Again.
Oh, whoa! What's around me? What's around me?
What's around you?
What's around me?
Nick with the journals.
That's it.
Yeah. And I guess the rest of the room.
Is there any open, fucking things? Open.
So actually, like
This is like a really weird Scooby-Doo montage that
Yeah.
we're in the hallway.
This is actually sort of like I was doing something like in private. So if you maybe like walk in circles somewhere else, that'd be great.
I'm gonna fucking put a hole in the floor under me.
You fall through.
No, like just a small hole.
Yeah, I'd say poking a hole in the floor, it reveals
Well,
this, like, you like open a hole into the curtains, and then as you sort of pull back your shovel to watch, the curtains just like re-knit
I'm
themselves
gonna look through,
closed.
see if I see anything.
There's nothing below you, it's just curtain. Thicker and thicker curtain.
Dude, we're
But
in
your
like
god's messing with you, that's what.
yeah.
No, I don't think so. It's just I don't think they're able to.
Special dimension right now. What you doing?
All right, I'm just going to search then.
Going to what?
Just going to look.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for her.
If they don't find me, let me know when I have like 5 minutes.
I'm going to go look for the. I'm gonna go look for the area that I believe my friend would go.
I mean, you know she really likes money, so
Yeah.
maybe like some
I
fancy stuff.
I got a
that's
valuable
worth
thing.
taking.
Nick, what is it you're attempting to do with these
I want
journals?
to talk to the astral plane. This is really not the time or place.
Perhaps not.
It's
Maybe-
literally falling down
Maybe I'm
around
just.
you.
Well, okay, I have to be here because my friends are
Or you
here.
can leave.
But what if you guys die in here?
That's definitely a risk.
Um.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to reach out to it specifically. I'm just sort of like laying stuff out, planning exactly how I'm gonna do this when I get out. I'm just like studying basically.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Ooh, what is that?
Skadoosh.
Whoa, 14?
14.
What is with the fucking 14s?
I don't know.
It's above average,
All
boys.
twinning.
Almost 5.
I would say you sort of. What is Nick's inclination for what to do with the books? Because for some reason, my imagination is you take the books and open them to make like a fort.
Ooh. A
Oh,
fort.
I'm
it's
assuming
a
that's
fort
It's
inside of a pillow
definitely
fort.
patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Could you make like a
okay.
house of cards, but like out of books?
I mean, my patron is really casual, but I know that other people's patrons are not. So
I would-
maybe I'm like trying to make cool shapes.
Okay.
'Cause
I
that
would
seems
s-
valid.
I would say that around
Please stop.
the last
Hold on. You don't play.
around the last hour,
Because I like it too much.
you're sort of moving the books around, and you go to push one forward, and your hand sinks like an inch into the cover.
Oh god, she's willingly going into another dimension.
Okay.
Bro, like,
can
you're
I
trying not to do that.
put my arm in? Can I wiggle it around in there?
Yeah. You can reach farther in, and you just feel it. It feels like the air is the exact same temperature of your skin, so you can like barely tell where your arm ends and the air just starts.
I'm gonna make a circle game in there, so anyone who's in there is got.
Man, there are some elder gods who you just got.
Fuck!
You just hear lightning.
They're
Still in
like,
the
God
place."
damn it! And I'm gonna put my. Can I put my
That was
face
the
in?
fucking
Is,
Nick.
worst pun. That was the
is
worst
this
pun.
a, yeah. Is this a Harry Potter thing? Can I like?
She's
It's
gonna
a very
motivate the
small
book.
book, but I'd say
Yeah.
you can get up to your elbow, or your shoulder, before you sort of feel this like soft mist on the tips of your fingers.
Okay. I'm going to, with my other hand, draw exactly what page and what formation these books are in,
Okay.
so I can remember it later. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna thieves' cant for like what the fuck's going on.
What the fuck's going on?
That's all I can communicate with my hand.
I would say you sort of just sign out your
Yeah.
message and then leave your palm open, and a few minutes later, or a few seconds later even, you feel a finger tracing letters along your palm. I would say it would be, you feel the letters H-E-L-P question mark.
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense though.
Okay.
Or does it?
Okay. I'm gonna ask who it is.
N-O-T-W-H-O.
Is there any way I can look in?
I mean, you could. I don't think you're gonna see much.
Right.
I'd say you probably tried that.
Yeah.
And sort of looking at it's just black.
Okay.
There's no real light here, I would guess.
I will ask what they want. Or what do they want from me?
N-O-T-H-I-N-G.
I'm just making sure that I got this right. N-O-T-H-W-O?
Nothing.
H-I-N-G.
Not who.
No, the one before.
N-O-T-W-H-O.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There you go.
I think I get it.
I'm going to sign like what was the deal? Tell me the deal.
S-O-U-L-F-O-R-A-S-O-U-L.
Who?
O-R-I-O-N.
For?
V-A-L-L-I-A.
I think you spelled her name.
Nope.
No, really, it's two L's.
Two L's.
Okay.
I thought it was one.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Harry Potter thing, maybe. Awesome. So now I actually have to save her. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna kiss the book page, take my hand out, pack stuff up, and
Pull some of that Oni shit.
I mean, they're not super magical. They're just really cool
I know. Do something
and
cool
beautiful.
and beautiful. Do something
Just
cool
do a
and
backflip.
beautiful.
So I've been following Burn in the Ground, just going wherever I think.
Has she
we go.
seen?
Were you still doing the eyes closed wherever your burn leads you? Okay.
I have a question.
I mean,
I did a backflip.
Can now that I've done the things, can you roll again for survival? When I've done the notes. Switch it up.
Do you want me to roll for survival because I'm going ham?
Can I just do
You-
a thing? Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can feel where she is with the plane still closed and the books I'm gonna see if there's anything I can use to find her.
Not in this section.
I
of the
think
desk.
in your
Yeah.
current chronology, you are down 2 minutes,
Okay.
but you can certainly try.
You're more.
You can go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
I still have 15 hours?
Give it a while.
I've
Insight.
stopped keeping track of mine because it's just like if I don't
You're out
get
of
found, then I'm just gonna do that thing. So like once everybody's out of time, let me know.
20.
20.
Ooh, that's a good roll. By the way, unconsciously, I'm giving out all the magic I can.
Okay.
All the energy.
I would say with a 20,
Just taking the dump in the corner.
It just took like 5 hours.
you sort of look down at the remaining wisps of silver smoke, sort of coiling around your open palm, and just sort of clench a fist shut and close your eyes. You don't get a direction, but you just get this sense of 2 motes of light, one rapidly approaching the other.
Alright. Anything in relation to where I am?
That was almost very sad.
No.
And
Lantron bikes.
Cal,
Yes. So I've only I only have 16, 15 hours left,
You
right?
can say how
'Cause
many.
I haven't done
you can
any.
say how many of these I've left.
All I tried to do was
I can count how
attempt
many
to-
empty pages.
Cal, you may make a survival check if you wish, but at this point, it's partially just for you.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right.
I was hoping that was a natural 20. I was like,
I would say, how long do you search for?
As long as it takes until you find.
9 hours. How much time does he have total? 16?
I'm gonna say
He searches for 9.
And you're going to the same depths she
I'm gonna
is.
say 9 hours. 9. Yeah. I'm trying to find her.
With a natural 20,
I'm running through the hallways. I'm
Yeah.
like fucking.
how long are you?
Mario.
It's really important to me how long you are looking for.
How long am I? Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm running through the halls,
Remember, you have a trail to follow, so it won't take
Yeah.
you quite as long.
Just look until you find her.
I'm gonna look until I feel like I need to leave because everything's starting to get to the point where it's deteriorating.
That's a good point. You don't have a sense of time. So are you just looking until you find her? Because you do have to run back.
I have exactly 50 pages.
What time was it when I entered?
5, I think.
5 p.m.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, because it was morning when you went to Arctic.
Yeah.
So like noon, probably. Maybe like 11:30. 11. 11. Let's say it was 11.
It was 11. Hold on. It was 11.
And when did the thing happen?
What thing?
When did
Which one?
the
When did the
fucking-
dragon
when
die?
Did yeah.
When did Tom
die?
Oh,
Tom
Sorry,
go?
I'm all over
um,
the place.
Maybe
After-
4 hours before that.
3 or 4 hours before that.
I think. I don't. You have it written down. I don't remember. It was
So-
your first length of time.
It was like 5 hours.
I think it was
4
about. It was
hours.
5 hours. I
I
think.
thought it was 4.
Sure.
19.
So
Yeah, it was
19, so I have
19
19 hours.
And you've already spent how many?
11. It's like 13.
About 3.
What time is dawn?
Like, it depends on the world and the season.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
What time is dawn right
that's
now?
smart. 5, I think. 5 in the morning, probably.
It's not gonna make it.
What are you trying to do?
Fuck!
He's trying to
Guys.
use the recharge of his trident to gauge the time.
That's so
It's really smart.
If you guys,
That is really smart.
if you guys,
I'm gonna go for 9 hours.
For 9 hours.
As long as I think 9 hours, or until I can see the walls around me get to a visible point where I feel like I need to leave.
this is where we would.
Yeah. No, I'd say you run for about 9 hours, and you find yourself just brought into these deeper and more twisting caverns.
Now, I would know this.
Yeah.
The Death Priest was there for less than 4 hours. So, if I have been running for this long and things are still being opened, I'm gonna follow the trail of things being opened because I know those are
There aren't any
there
ones.
aren't drawers really. There's just stuff floating
or
around.
rummaging,
It's just like
or things that seem to be moved.
And he could also possibly, I don't know, maybe
Here's-
see an arrow.
I think even if you found an arrow, they're not going to continue to point to the right direction.
Okay, that's fair.
I would say, with a natural 20.
It's the best roll he can get.
I know. And so you get the best result under the circumstance. You run through these hallways for about 9 hours before you start to turn back and well, you find the caverns this far out have begun to start to twist, and your trail doesn't necessarily lead in the right direction. This is really highlighted when you come back to a spot where your fire trail runs directly into a wall.
Uh-oh.
And so from there on, you start just pushing through and running through these hallways without such a definite guide until, I would say, around the 17th hour, with about 2 hours to go, you shove open a last actual solid door and stumble into a massive open room containing a huge wooden boat.
That is the best that is the best thing he could have done.
My ferret's gone.
I will take care of the phone.
Did you grab it?
The shitty thing is, I wanted to get magic items.
You know that I can't. If I, it better be mine.
There is an exit out this way. I should know.
Oh my, Trevor, you fucking absolute asshole. Holy shit.
There's an exit?
Because this is connected to Chesnick's
Well, yeah,
boat
so
shop.
I can go into Chesnick's shops.
Yep.
But I didn't find Val.
No.
Go.
Well,
Chesnick Tunbridge.
No.
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 They were
They could've-
friends.
He was renting space.
They could have polymorphed.
Adrian, no.
uh,
Remember Chesnick.
I know. I'm gonna go at the door. He's a fucking seer. I know.
Okay. Valia,
Hi. I'm dreading this.
unfortunately, you do not make it back out.
Okay, then it's gonna be a random thing. 'Cause
What?
I'm
I
gonna-
have 2 hours left.
Well, cause no, it was like
There's nothing you can really do at this point.
No, I have 2 hours left. Give me 2 hours, Trevor.
I've had none
Okay,
for a while.
if you have something you think you can pull out of your hat in 2 hours, that's
Alright,
fine.
but- Come on, we're all adults. Why your ass? He said hat.
Oh. I'm gonna run out to Chesnick's shop.
Mhm.
Is he there?
What time is it? What time would it be now?
If he has 2 hours left and it
Like
would happen to add
nighttime?
3, then it would be like 1.
No,
If
in
the-
the day. Time of the
That's
day.
what I'm saying. If the dragon
1 o'clock.
died at 3 and he has 2 hours before 24
Nope.
hours, it's 1.
I know what I'm doing.
Chesnick's probably at home asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Copper Tongue.
Okay.
Is she in her hut?
Yeah, I would say.
1 a.m.
Yeah, you're slamming on this door with the moon just like lighting up the harbor around you. And after a few moments, you see the door kind of creak open, and this little crotchy little blue teal-skinned woman looks out
Hey,
and goes,
nice to see you again, but I really need your help at the moment.
It's just you now? Where'd the rest of the group go?
They're all dead. I need your help.
Oh shit.
Oh, you need help planning a funeral? We're throwing
No.
a party.
I need your help finding somebody.
Why should I help you?
To be honest, I don't know. Sadness check.
Pity check.
What exactly are you asking of me?
I need you to locate somebody in a place where I could not. If it's even possible.
Are they on a plane?
No. They're in a
Not a
pocket
good
dimension.
I can tell you what plane they're
I
on.
can. If you enter the pocket dimension, will you be able to? We have time. Not much, but it's time.
I could try.
Do you have any sort of dimensional portal?
Probably not to the plane you're wanting, right? If it's a specific demi-plane. I have portals to the plane of elemental water, but besides that, probably not to where you want to go.
I just need your help getting somebody back here safely. In a place that I don't understand.
I would need a compensation.
We can figure that out.
She shakes her hand. What are you doing? What do you do?
I need her help. You follow me. I'm gonna bring her back to
Okay.
Chesnick's world boat shop. World ship.
Yep.
Boat. Fuck.
Boat fuck. Just
I would say inside that you bring her to a stop in front of this big ship, and she puts up a hand after a few moments of sort of moving her hand around to scry, and you see this like little map of the area around you, and you even see the tunnel you came in, and then it just starts zooming out and zooming out and zooming out until you can see this massive sprawling. It almost looks like veins, and it's just like shifting around in this just like coil. And you see a dot appear where you would assume you are, and then this dot like out near the edge of it that is just like rotating around in a big orbit.
Rotated. So that's showing where Valia is.
Yeah,
How far is it?
couple hours,
You don't have a couple hours.
especially since you've gone all this way.
You probably wasted
You do
like
have
what, an
another
hour,
magic
so he probably has
user.
like 1 hour.
You have another?
You do have a magic user?
No, I know. Oh, me and her. Oh, yeah, yeah.
She probably has sending.
Well, Scrying's a pretty high level spell. That's
Yeah. Is
Fifth
it con-
level.
and is it concentration?
Yeah.
Scrying stuff.
just kind of at a high level spell.
And is it
slots.
concentration?
Well,
Yeah.
sending itself is only still like third.
Is there any spells that make things ranges unlimited?
She has it.
What? I don't have anything that makes it unlimited range.
Extended spell.
I don't know. That
It's not
makes it so
unlimited.
it doubles.
Yeah, but it doubles the range itself.
And that's my spell,
Yeah,
not his.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's a couple hours out, and I'm here, and I've an hour and 30 minutes left.
Probably about an hour.
We're just avoiding the inevitable at this point.
Question.
I only got one idea. That's fine.
Is there any way you could use a portal now, since we're on the same plane as her?
Well, I mean, I could, but it would just put us where she was. It wouldn't necessarily move with her.
It wouldn't. If you place
I
it in
don't-
that.
what? I guess Dimension Door, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But what level spell is that?
I don't know.
Dimension Door has range limitations, 500 feet.
That's what I thought.
And you can't probably cast that through walls, right?
Yeah, you can.
So
She doesn't have greater teleportation or teleportation circle, and you don't have to.
You can't even use teleportation. Need it for a year.
I think we're just avoiding the inevitable.
Try in here.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020. Oh,
I have a question. If I end up rolling,
I could've
let's
used
say I go on the astral plane, my whole body's on the astral plane? Okay. And can I survive on that? Okay. But but they're
Most planes you'll be able to survive in. Even like the elemental planes, you can survive in. The only one that really would kill you is fire, like instant.
yeah, it's just I don't know how I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Trevor,
It's gonna
is does the whole thing seem to be shifting randomly? So the door was shifted to that hallway completely randomly? There's no way we could mess with it?
Not in the time you have. No. I could put this as a courtesy, but frankly, I think you're out of time.
I'm gonna roll for that.
I say
Valia.
put it as a courtesy.
I mean,
Just
2 minutes.
Valia,
Give me the key thing.
I'd say you take this key, you place it in just like the first, I'd say a lockbox, like a chest.
Sure.
And you flip it and it just like explodes. The key just like shatters in this puff of dust around you, and the lockbox pops open, and you are pulled inside of it.
Okay.
She goes off.
I thought it just blew up and now I'm left
Yeah.
with nothing.
And I'd say her dot just disappears.
What do I?
In my
Valia-
thing that I have, do I see her go too?
No,
Okay,
actually.
interesting.
She doesn't seem to move at all.
Okay.
And Valia, or actually in this case, Nate,
Roll.
can I have you make a survival check with +4 bonus?
That's not bad.
Well, I'm not telling you. Don't use your bonus on your sheet.
I have
bonus-
+0 anyway.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
+4
The bonus you are
just-
using right now is +4
Okay.
because you are not rolling for Valia.
You're rolling for the chest.
roll.
This is a survival check for you.
I'm
Come on,
afraid.
buddy.
8.
Okay, so +4. It's
No,
pretty-
no. 8 with the 4.
8 with the 4. Okay.
Dude.
That is brutal.
Can we burn those dice? Melt them
No,
down.
they're metal.
I do just want to say.
You
Melt
are
them down.
you are pretty lucky
Yeah,
that
14. That's not very good. And that's a 3.
you are pretty lucky that Orion's survival bonus is as high as it is. Because as Valia, as you're floating in this like inky blackness, you feel. Well, I'd say you feel a soul drawn to yours, as this sort of glowing outline of a bear starts to slowly materialize, and it wraps its paws around your back before squeezing you and causing the entire darkness you're in to be lit up briefly with light. And can I have you make a d20? Roll a d20. As you are ported
I don't
back
think this matters about how high or low I get.
I think
somewhere.
This
Oh.
is somewhere. 11.
11.
Why is that the good roll?
It's not a good roll. It could be
It's better.
anything.
It's better.
It's above a 10.
Yeah.
When I was going for wisdom, I was getting 14s, but I needed 15, and I have to get +0.
11s are generally decent. It's not a terrible roll.
Above average.
It doesn't matter if it's above or below average. This is
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that.
high or low.
We're just talking about the number.
This is like
Well,
wild
most
magic.
tables are scaled depending on dice rolls.
Wild magic one. You have a 1 is bad and a
Okay.
2 is good. And a 3
Okay,
is bad.
interesting.
Yeah, wild magic.
Okay, interesting. That's usually
I
good.
do need you to roll a d20 and then just count around the table until you reach the result.
What?
I that confused me.
Roll a
So
d20.
roll it.
Just roll it.
Okay, 1.
Okay, so Busto, where were you born? Out of curiosity.
Holy shit.
Do you remember?
Actual,
Really close.
really fucking close.
Yes. Is that good?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm in, yeah,
Mine would have been better.
the grasslands near
Whatchamacalls it?
Oakstead, I suppose. Could I see a map, please?
Oh, I don't want to be in Oakstead. That's not a good place to be right
It's
now.
not a good
Yeah.
place.
No.
I mean,
in
but he's not
comparison.
in it.
But it's good to be
Yeah, so
on.
it would be right here
Is
between.
Oakstead the nearest city to your
Or is
birthplace?
Giorum
It would be kind of right here in the middle between Oakstead and Durham.
on the right? Okay, it doesn't.
Probably on the right, near the coast.
Okay.
In those
So-
grasslands.
Nervous. Anything can happen. I don't know.
Valia,
I'm gonna be teleported into a sphere of annihilation.
Just
right into
teleported.
the center of it.
I feel like Valia's gonna be teleported into like some
The future.
elven bed.
Somehow I'm gonna get
Kinda.
I'm gonna get
It's the
teleported
future.
to
It's
where
like
all
a
the death
construction
priests
site. It's
are.
like Terminator.
I'm gonna get teleported in the tomb of the
Oh
death
my
dead
God.
god.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'm here.
Busto is the dead god, so he's born.
Milkshake's in it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot that.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be teleporting into a cow.
That's disgusting.
Milkshake wouldn't die.
You open your eyes, lying on your back.
Okay.
There are these golden shapes that are sort of waving in the air next to your head, and after looking for a few minutes, you realize they are stalks of wheat. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I was like.
Literal panic attack almost.
And
Literally.
No. You last previous campaign.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
and
wait.
No, go back.
and
All campaign jokes that nobody gets.
and sitting
What
up,
matters is us.
you find yourself in this like clearly very overgrown
Steaks?
farmland. You're sort of right next to this scarecrow that seems to have like almost rotted
That'd
off
be
of the
cute.
stake.
Not gonna lie, that would have scared the shit out of Valia. Like, wow.
Yeah, I mean it would be night at this point.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty
Oh,
freaky. Yeah. and
That's so funny.
and you realize you find you are on. You might have even passed through this place before. It is one of the very most outskirted farms outside of Oakstead, and you can see the farm, like the actual building in the distance, and it is. Well, I guess what you noticed was the lack of the farm. It is just not there.
Okay, the first thing I think I would do is just to be safe. I'm sorry, because to me this could be anything, right? Because I don't see Oakstead. I just see
Yeah.
farmland.
I would say you probably recognize the area. It's
Okay.
pretty indicative.
Still,
of
just to be
the
safe,
area.
because I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. 13.
13. You don't see any invisible things around you.
Hey, it's nighttime. I don't get cold.
I suppose you don't.
I get hot really quickly, but I don't get cold. I guess I'm going to just start walking
To
that way,
in the direction of Oakstead?
of direction of anything.
You don't.
I'm in the middle of a
You don't have a
hayfield.
compass.
No.
No.
I would say from here you probably know the way back. Or
Oh,
at least
so
to the
I've-
road.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go to the road.
Okay.
I thought it was like you recognize it, but you have no idea like where to go.
No.
Okay, I'll head to the road then.
It's. You probably haven't spent time here much, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Actually, I'm gonna get to the
wilderness.
side of the road,
not. Okay.
and then I'm going to, if it's okay, unless somebody wants to do something, go into communion.
Okay.
No, put it out of the way of the microphone.
I don't have much wind. We're good.
Sure. Sorry, I've gotten like
It's cool.
12 windows open now.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
That was. This is a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Because we need to be together right now and have a lot of time.
We're gonna be in
which
like 3
we
different
don't have
places.
now.
You guys just shouldn't have come.
Dude, we're trying to save you.
I know,
Yeah,
but
so-
I said don't come.
I'd say
They didn't tell us that.
I did. I said
They
to the
didn't
guy.
tell us that.
Yeah, but he didn't
Oh.
tell us that.
Well, I did my best to say that.
You sit down on the side of the road. I'd say you've kind of got this feeling of like urgency. So you basically just close your eyes and visualize the mountaintop where you want to arrive. And you see it. It's right in front of you. But you can still feel like the dirt of the road underneath your hands, even as your body in communion stands up and goes walking forward to talk to Sildren.
until I see him.
Yeah.
All right. Sildy,
Oh, hey, Valia.
a lot of bad news.
You've been here a lot recently.
Yeah, well, a lot's been going on.
Talk to him. He was like,
A lot's been going on, and you told me to think of you more, so I am.
I'm glad you have.
You might want to sit down.
I'm not standing up.
Okay. Save it.
Chryso Vasilius.
That guy is dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, his heart has been removed. And his lair is... Well, let's just say I almost was dead too, because his lair went when I was in it. Oh, just before I left.
Who
Just
killed?
after I left.
Who killed him?
I have a few hunches. All I know is that this one-armed thing that looks like a person named Connie was the reason he's dead. I don't know
Connie?
if Connie.
Connie?
I don't know if Connie
Short
killed him
for?
or he didn't.
Full name?
He didn't want to give us a name.
Okay.
I don't know if he killed it or if he was like a gateway for something else.
Connie.
But it was quick.
Do you know anything
What?
else about this one-armed man?
Okay.
You know anything else about this one-armed man, Valia?
He helped me make marshmallows. He was living by him. He seemed homeless.
Maybe some more pertinent details about the person who killed my friend,
In
dear.
Sorry, he was my friend too. He was in those Sabatis caverns. That's where we found him.
Anything personal details about him?
A lot.
Something
He
to
didn't-
help
He didn't
identify?
like to talk to him. Well, besides the one arm, there wasn't really much. Besides the one arm, he seemed like a quiet guy and pretty much.
Did he say how he lost the arm?
No,
How old he was?
he seemed a little older than me.
Because if he's just a person, he couldn't have killed him.
He's not just a person. That's obvious. I don't know if it's polymorph, if he's a gateway. I don't know what he is. Or what it is. But all I know is that he seemed fine. We went in there. Tom told me to leave, or your cryo guy told me to leave. I did.
Chryso
As
Vasilius.
soon as and then like 5 minutes, last time I talked to you, that's when all that was going on. Connie came out and said, meet you at the caravan, all nice. And I went in. Don't mean to sound so blunt, but I've
is he
spent the
still
last...
waiting for us at the caravan?
I spent the last day. I spent the last day wandering through there, getting stuff, and I'm gonna pull out the globe thing and the locket. You know what I mean, man? But you can help me.
Is there any other questions you have right now,
Yeah.
Valia? You should ask them.
I'm gonna throw him the book, and I'm gonna ask him if he recognizes any names in there.
I'd say he flips through it really quickly. He's literally just using like the tip of his tail to just and he says, I recognize your name. Besides that, they're probably just friends of Chryso Vasilius.
Okay. Also, you knew Cryo. Yeah.
Just call him Tom.
Tom. You knew Tom. I need to know if you knew any other dragons. More as powerful.
Valia, I've been dead for a long time. I
And
know
there are
I've
some
said this
old,
before.
old dragons out there. If you knew Tom and he was still alive, I'm sure there's at least a couple others. Even if it's just one.
They're not people you'd want to.
They're not people at all.
They are, but they're not people you'd want to associate with.
There's nothing I want to do in this situation. There's things I have to do in this situation.
There's been some stir. Why are you seeking out dragons?
You know anybody else more powerful that I could talk to?
And I know a lot of people less dangerous too. Look, I just lost a good friend. I'd rather not lose you
I just lost
too.
a good friend too. And you're gonna lose me unless I get some help. And unless you know somebody else who's less dangerous and more powerful, I'm all ears. But I don't think either one of us do. So I'm asking you for help.
There's a chromatic that makes its nest in the mountains near Dioram.
Okay.
You could go looking up there.
Do you
He's
Yeah.
not exactly discreet. You might have even heard of him before.
I have a gift.
Don't make it one thing.
Do you have a name?
Probably not one you can pronounce. His name is Oilam Tontriage.
Nice job.
Oilam.
Trevor.
That wasn't a made-up name. I already have
I
that.
know.
Oilam.
That was
But
fucking
good
smooth as
pronunciation.
shit.
One more thing. I'm gonna.
Don't make bastardizations of his name. He will not appreciate it.
I know. I'll learn. If he's that big of a deal, I can find him in a book somewhere.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out the globe thing. That's thing value. Do you think he'd appreciate?
He would.
Would it be
He'd
enough
just
for?
as soon take it off of your corpse as
I
talk
would
to
give
you
it to
about
him immediately. I don't even. I wouldn't
Oh.
even say a word before I did that.
Valia, I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. Be careful
Can't.
and be polite, okay?
Okay. If you need me, or if you find anything else about Tom, let me know. Because the bastards that did this aren't gonna get away with it.
No, and actually, I think I'm gonna go for a little while.
Go. What do you mean? You're in my head.
Well, if Chryso Vasilius is dead, I'd like to go find him. I don't know if I can like this, but
I don't know how it works in the Dragon Afterlife, but he's not just dead. He's like massacred.
what did they do?
They took his heart.
Valia. The man you met. Did he mention how he lost the arm?
He really didn't. He didn't say anything. It took weeks to get a name out of him.
Sildren basically catapults through the air away from you and slams into the side of the mountain with one of his claws before letting out a bellow that only a dragon can produce, before just shoving this like cliffside free from the mountain and sending it careening down below.
Not the one you're on.
And yeah, it shakes the whole mountains, and he then. Okay, I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know if he's. It's a 19. I don't know.
Calm down.
I don't think he can. I think he's basically just shouting. And I'd say he basically says something along the lines of. He's sort of just incoherently shouting for a minute before he comes back to talk to you, and he says, "Did they seem to be friends, Valia? They must have talked. Did you?
They?
You're one-armed man."
Oh. I wasn't there. They didn't seem to know anything. As soon as he walked up to Tom, I was
Did
told
they
to leave.
recognize each other, dear?
Tom seemed to recognize Connie, but Connie didn't show recognition of Tom.
Could his name have been Constantine?
Sounds like Connie.
And you see this just like
We're dead. We're
you
dead.
see this like unholy fury come over Sildren's face before he just turns on his tail and launches from the mountain, careening off into the snowstorm as he screams, "He was your friend!" And that is where we'll pick up after break in about 10 minutes. I hope you guys are having fun so far. We will see you in 10 minutes after this quick, wonderful little video.
Yeah, so fun. Yeah, see you guys in
See you in 10
minutes.
minutes.
We're back.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that quick video. I don't know why I'm talking in PBS
Hello,
voice.
everybody.
I like
But
it.
I like Trevor. PBS
nice.
Trevor.
On this
PBS
episode of
Trevor's
To
calm.
Catch a Predator.
PBS
Not
Trevor is.
doing Dateline NBC. Though Chris Hansen wants to be a guest, we are all ears. Is he still
To
alive?
Catch a Constantine.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
That's so rude.
Oh.
He's gonna watch this and cry.
I'm
He's
so
gonna be
sorry.
so
Chris
mad
Hansen,
now.
I do quite like you.
You're bullying him.
Hi.
I'm taking your lunch money, bitch. Chris Hansen, get down here. To catch a pussy. Fucking
Wow.
come on, Chris.
I would never talk to you like that, Chris. I'm number one fan.
Why? I don't know why I'm being mean to Chris Hansen. He seems like a really nice
He
guy.
literally seems
He
like a
saves
cool
little
dude.
girls.
Across the nation.
Okay, we gotta stop talking about Chris Hansen. This is going in a bad direction.
Hi, Chris.
So the bad guy is Chris Hansen.
Bad guy is
Dateline
Chris
NBC.
Hansen from
The
Dateline. How funny would it be if the final battle ended with Chris Hansen comes out and arrests Dave Shannon?
he literally just questions him.
Oh my god.
You have
Like
to
in the
make,
middle of the
You
fight.
proud of who you are?
We're in the middle of a fight, like the muses are dying, like this thing, and they like point to the back.
And he pulls off. He
Chris
pulls off.
Hansen
The,
walks
Hansen.
out.
Yeah.
no, he's
Yeah.
dying. He pulls off the bandages. Chris Hansen.
And
He
it's
stands up,
literally
brushes off his
The
suit.
whole
But it's
You know
like,
who I am?
hey,
They
Dave
just all of a
Shannon.
sudden scream and just explode.
Okay. To the
Anyway,
game.
so
If he watches this,
you are
Keep that
scattered.
in mind.
Chris Hansen?
Chris Hansen is not scattered.
Well, no, I gotta keep him in mind though.
At the moment, you are scattered. I heard there was a plan. Could I quickly hear it
Okay, so
for my benefit?
the first thing I'm gonna do. Can I actually talk to Copper Tongue right afterwards? But does anyone else need to do anything?
I'll let you go.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go for it.
Sure. Yeah.
Are we back at our hut? What's no. I might need your help with one more thing, if that's okay.
If you have any intention of paying, it would be fine.
I'm sorry if it seems like I'm asking for charity, but I'm in a really tough situation right now with me and my friends, as you can obviously see. And
I can. I'll take your word for it.
I was wondering if you could cast sending and tell my friend something.
The bill will come due. Is that fair? I'll expect something of you.
You know, sometime pretty soon, death is going to be at your doorstep.
I've survived worse.
I highly doubt that, madam. I'm gonna. I really don't know what to do at the moment.
She just nods and
I'm trying to do the best that I can for everyone, but sometimes it's just really hard. I don't have anything to do for myself anymore. I've done all that. My own quest is finished. All I need now is to help my friends and the people in this town and across all of Tunica Alta. I don't know if me and my friends are going to be here much longer, but we're trying to make it so that you are. And any bit of help you could give me would be... It would mean the world.
I'd say she takes your hand in hers, and she just sort of cups your hands together and looks you kind of quizzically for a second, and then just nods her head. What is the message you sent to Valia? This is gonna be one way.
Not to Valia, to Busto.
To Busto.
Busto, tell him that I'm...
Just say.
I'll just say it. I'm in Telecheck. I popped out in Chesnick's shop, and Valia has one off the map. I hate to say it, but I don't think she made it out. I just want you to know that I'm in Telecheck, and if you can come get me, that'd be great. We need to begin.
And we see a few things. We see Busto bringing their things out of the shop with Nick in tow. Nick still almost blind to the world around her as she watches those two dots become one and then fade away from her vision. We see them heading to the college, gathering up a few willing volunteers on carpets and heading off to each corner of the map to retrieve your scattered teammates. we see Valia standing over a open field where Oakstead used to be. Not even ruins left in its wake, just overgrown wilderness, as if the city had just never been there. We see her watch it for a minute and then turn, and knowing really nothing else, walking the way back to Diorum. And we see Valia again, about halfway up the main highway, when a carpet carrying Busto and Cal, following the cries of a flying scout who spotted the young tiefling walking along the road and shouted for the rest to come. And we see this carpet touch down in front of her and her friends, first two emerging from the carpet, and presume Nick following on a separate one after.
I'm just gonna hug her.
And we see Cal back in Telecheck. I'm just jumping back for a second. Sitting on the dock and hoping his friends are able to rescue him. But luckily, we've made it past that point. We know your friends came for you because that's what they do. What do you guys want to do from here?
Okay, by the way, as soon as you hug me, I'm going to push you off because we got business to attend.
Such a dick.
How many magic carpets are there? Just one.
There's 2 at the moment.
2 at the moment?
Finding a drone.
Teen angst.
Finding a
Yeah.
chromatic
Cool.
dragon.
No, there's like,
There's a lot,
I would say
right?
there's probably, there's the ones there's 2 your friends came in on, 1 scout, and 3 just others.
Okay, I'm going to look at Busto. I'm going to give him this. I'm going to say, get this to Rune. You don't have to look at it. It's just tell her to track down anybody that she might know that's in there.
Why are we doing that?
Because we're preparing for war, and if you want people to help you in the war, you got to track them down first.
I would advise against that. Can we talk about this in a safer place?
There is no safe place.
That's not true. But
It is true.
can you just follow me and listen for 1
No,
second?
I gotta go.
Where do you need to go?
Valia.
I gotta go to the mountains.
Listen, everyone.
We can take our time with this. We need to.
No, we
need to-
can't.
We need to be smart. We don't.
We are being smart.
No, we're
They
obviously
can
not.
hear us right now.
Exactly. So why don't we shut up and go?
So how about we go talk in a safe place? Just follow me. Alright?
If you don't come, we can carry you.
The thing that killed Tom Groceries was Red Dragon. That was Constantine. Not the Death Priest. We have more than one enemy here. We don't have time to do anything.
I mean, Constantine is in the old wise tale.
Not a wives' tale. It's the killer of the Tom Grocery.
Busto,
So if you don't
As
believe
we're
me, you can go
talking-
track it down.
Draws in a little circle and draws 4 little edges off of the circle. Kind of walks up to Valia, takes a
Did
piece
you
of
try to
hair.
hide that?
What?
Did you try to hide that?
No, no.
Contract fell out.
Um,
Continue.
grabs a piece of hair from Cal
Oh, what are you?
and a piece from Nick.
Great.
Calls the scout down.
Can you cast see invisibility?
Yes, sir. Am I looking for anything in particular?
Birds.
Is that a 19 on perception?
Nice.
I'm not sure what his bonus would be. Probably like +2. Yeah, he sort of stops and basically just like puts hands to the side of his face and his eyes shimmer brightly and he looks around for a second. And then he goes, nothing I can see, sir.
Keep looking.
I'll keep watch. I'll tell some other people up there to keep watch too.
I would hold off on that. Can Can you just follow me for 1 second?
Buster
In fact-
pockets all the hats.
I wouldn't do that at all. Just follow me for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead you guys back to the barrel.
No, I'm not going in your barrel.
Okay. What? Why not?
Because we don't have time, Cal.
Valia.
You need to listen.
We don't.
You
No,
need
no,
to
no, no, no,
understand.
no, no.
I've
No,
been
I'm not
planning this out
listening.
for a while now.
Cool. Tell it to everybody else. I have a plan.
Valia.
You need to do your
How
plan.
about we work together?
What's your
right?
plan?
We're a fucking
That's the
team.
What's your
only
plan?
way we can win.
There's obviously nothing around. Go ahead.
My plan, right now, is to all be together in this battle and seriously.
They don't
just-
care about us. You can just say it.
They're still watching.
They're always watching.
They don't care.
Single-handedly. Fuck.
Right now, you guys worry about the Death Priest, which is great.
We're not. Listen,
You're not?
listen.
Cal,
There is a good chance that if this thing is actually Constantine, right? Then they're working together. They have the same goal. Why
Sure.
wouldn't they?
And so we need to fight them, and which means I need to go get some resources. So can I please do that before we
Yeah,
run out of
yeah.
time? No, I'm done. I'm gonna shut up fucking Ray of Frost to attract one of the guys' attention.
Just like a beacon? Yeah, sure. You throw up a hand and there's just this crack as this beam of ice shoots into the sky. And you can see some of the flying carpets kind of scattered away before one of them sort of down near
I'm
you.
gonna take that back from you. Just out of your hands, which I assume is what it was.
Can I grab
Listen,
her and
you-
put her in a headlock?
Yeah,
I'm
go
way
ahead and
bigger
grapple.
than her.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Athletics versus.
Athletics.
Straight decks.
It's athletics.
Yeah, it's just that's always it.
You can choose athletics or
Or no,
acrobatics.
I'm pretty sure it's strength.
Acrobatics.
I'm pretty sure it's just a
It's
strength
strength.
check.
It's athletics versus acrobatics.
Is it?
You
Oh,
choose athletics or acrobatics when grappling.
okay.
Wait, do you have it?
Actually, even if I lose, I got an idea.
Grapple.
Where is it?
you
Where's it?
talk.
It's athletics, and she can choose athletics or acrobatics.
You're good. I'm just making sure.
So I have advantage. No, I'm a size larger than her, so
Oh.
I have advantage.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Buster would like to do something.
What did I get?
Yeah.
I think it's a.
Is it over 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I cast Blink.
Okay, what does that do?
It lets me go into the ethereal plane.
Go on.
Okay. Buster's gonna
Yeah, so you throw your hands like around her chest, and she just into like Nightcrawler, kind of just
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
and vanishes.
I'm gonna go. I assume the carpet's within 10 feet of me.
but you're on the ethereal
Yeah,
plane.
but there's people on it.
yeah, and you're on the
Thing.
ethereal plane.
That's fine. I can Blink lets me travel 10 feet
Yeah.
in the ethereal
he
plane,
can
and then
move
I
on it,
come
yeah.
back into our plane.
Yeah, but then there's a guy on a carpet.
That's fine. Is there an unoccupied space on the carpet?
2 people is about the max.
How many people's on there?
2.
Okay, I'm gonna get next to it and push a guy off.
All right. You can make the shove action if you want.
Yeah. What do I roll for that?
I gotta check.
Because if it's unarmed strike, then technically I do 0.
Sorry, I gotta open combat.
'Cause
I
it's-
already opened one.
1 minus 1.
It's
It's using an attack action. You can make a special.
Shoving.
melee.
Yeah, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature. You make a strength athletic check contested by targets, athletics, or dex.
Athletic. I do what?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be a +0 either for me.
Okay, it's -1 for me, so it's just straight strength roll.
Yeah, but I guess you have a -1 then.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Jesus.
Then he stays on.
Yep.
And so you fall.
Can Busto
don't
do
you?
No.
something?
I'm just pushing him. I'm not trying to grapple him.
Are you on the carpet?
No.
So you're on the ground
Busto.
next to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Valio reappears and like shoves. I guess accidentally picks this very beefy priest or beefy wizard.
Hi, buddy.
And so you like slam his, and he's like a brick wall. He doesn't move a
No.
Hey, man.
You like you slam your hands and you leave them
He
on
looks
his
like
chest.
one of the guards from Aladdin.
Well, no, you leave
Yeah,
him on
yeah,
his
yeah.
chest and he like pops his pecs
Totally.
and sends you like a foot back.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Busto would
Still
like
in
to
the
call
rock.
out once he sees that. Just kind of looks at him, points up,
Just go up.
looks at the other
At
magic
the
carpet.
you mean the wizards?
Yes. And the other one who's riding my magic carpet. I just told him to go up.
Wait. I'm gonna just shout. Can I use persuasion and just say don't leave?
Yeah, but
I'll
the
be trying to
DC
sound
is
sexy.
very high
Because they're
because
wizards.
they're working for Boston.
That's fine. What do you want? What's the DC?
It's gonna be like 30, bud.
30?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, let's see if I get a nat 20. Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. They go. I mean, one of them hesitates a little,
Hey,
but they just
baby.
like
Hey,
up into the air. I'd
Alright.
say they don't go very high. It's like 20 feet.
Cool. I'll just start walking away.
Valia,
Just
you
wait.
made us listen to you, so will you just fucking listen to me?
When did I make you listen to me at all?
You were yelling at us for the past 5 minutes. Listen, a man much nobler than you will ever be died so you can live, and he didn't do that so you can fuck off to the middle of nowhere to find some stupid fucking dragon while we need you.
I cast Fire Step.
Okay.
I cast Hold Person.
I immediately teleport as soon as I cast it.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person while she's talking. I was already playing.
Is hold person a reaction?
No, I was just
No,
gonna. I was
it's an
gonna cast
action.
Hold Person, but I didn't say it in time. I guess.
Yeah, so
I'm
then-
off 60 feet.
Yeah,
Go
then
ahead
all
and
60
both of
feet.
you roll initiative.
Oh my god.
12.
12.
12.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
I have +0. So.
So Far Step lets you teleport.
60.
Yep,
Actually,
60
I'm
feet.
gonna cast. I'm gonna use.
The 10-foot of blink and run.
I'm gonna use Distance Spell, which lets me get
Double the range of the spell.
double the range, so 120 feet away.
Yeah. So I say Valia takes like 2 running steps and then just again and vanishes. And as Cal kind of stumbles down the road with a hand outstretched behind her.
I love children.
And I was already at least 10 feet away from because that's what I did for Blink.
120. You've got a 120 foot range now.
Well, yeah, but I'm 130 feet from that, right?
Yeah.
I'd just like to call up to my guys.
Don't follow, just watch out. We should be back soon.
You see a couple nods.
Are we following her?
Are we?
She's never gonna listen.
Good point.
Maybe that's what we need.
And Buster takes off running.
Okay. I'll follow.
You're following her?
Yep.
Can you just keep casting Far Step?
It's concentration, so I don't have to keep casting it in less than a minute.
So you can jump in 30-foot bursts? Or
60
60
foot. 60 foot.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no.
Yeah,
I can
she's
do
gonna
that.
outpace you.
I can do that every minute. Like I can do it for a minute. So
Okay, so that's 6. You can do it another 6 times. So you can get another.
wait, isn't around 6
2,000.
seconds? So I could do it another 9 times. If we're doing rounds,
Around 6 seconds.
So,
there's 10.
10 rounds in a minute, so I can
Yeah.
do it. And I just did it once,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can do it 9 times.
You can do it 9
So
times.
60 times 9 is
540 feet.
540 feet. away.
About
Yeah.
Plus the already 130 feet. So,
tenth of a mile.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I assume I see him.
Well, you can see everything.
Yeah, I mean you can see her running.
Wait, so she's going 60 seconds around.
Heading to Dioram, just so you know.
She's
She's
going
just like-
60,
Wait, how far was she?
60 steps around.
Hold on.
That's how much you
That's
can
how
run.
much I was just doing.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you're doing 90. You're doing minimum 90 foot stuff.
No.
Because you're not gonna run with your movement.
Oh yeah, I am gonna run with my movement. That's a good point too.
But I can go.
Jesus, yeah. That's
I
a
can
lot.
go 120 feet around. Going off of that,
Oh, dashing. is
I
one.
can catch up with her.
Yeah, she would outpace you per round.
Have you ever
That's...
seen Captain America: Winter Soldier?
Yeah,
You know the beginning scene when he's
literally
going, on your left.
Well, it's if that was that would be if Falcon was teleporting and Captain America was just fucking booking it.
On your left.
Like, really fast.
I can dash for my bonus action and my action. That's why.
Jesus.
Jesus
Holy
fucking
fuck.
Christ.
Yeah.
And you just like leap.
Yeah, you don't even run. You're just fucking the
Just like-
Flash.
I mean, yeah. So she's gonna tackle.
100.
Do I have
that's
to
120 feet.
I know the physics calculations I have to do to figure out where you guys intersect. I don't want
I'm
to
not
do
gonna.
it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Just don't.
Do it like at the end of how far I've gotten. I don't know.
I mean, I think okay. If she's going 120,
Literally
you
about
got
to
a
do
30-foot gain.
You know
on
it's
her
not
per
good when you're
round.
doing physics in D&D. It's never
Start-
good.
She starts-
Like...
What 120 divided
I
by
have
30.
to.
It would take her 4 rounds to catch you.
Holy
Okay,
shit!
so
That's not
I'm
many.
So you're
really-
360
I'm really
feet
enabled.
away.
I'm really
Okay.
fast.
You are 360 feet away when the Oni. Are you in Oni form?
Is it
Yeah.
4
That is-
turns? You said.
Yeah, 4 rounds.
So that is 24 seconds.
I'm really fast.
She runs
running.
360
30
feet.
seconds.
Holy shit! This Oni, this pissed Oni that is barreling at what? 360 per what? How many seconds is that? 24 seconds?
24 seconds.
Jesus.
What is that?
I don't want to do the miles per hour. It's
I don't
fucking
fucking
fast.
care.
Fast.
24
Holy
feet per
shit!
second.
Going at
She Tokyo drifts in
oh,
front of
yeah,
you.
so
It's like
Yeah, no,
20
literally. I'm
360
literally
divided by
right
24. That's 15 feet per second. Can you get that in miles per hour
Yeah.
for me? 15 feet per second. That's fast.
Yeah, that's fast.
10 miles an hour.
Fucking so running at the speed of a fast bike.
That's like
Jeez.
That'd be weird. to
tread.
say.
That's like the maximum on a treadmill.
Yeah.
It's
But
more.
No, that's like
Oh, yeah,
the
no,
max
yeah,
on a treadmill.
yeah.
10.
So just before
So the fastest that
you can physically run.
that a
from.
gym will let you run.
just I guess just slams into you from behind.
Okay.
We're
I'm
running
not
to
gonna
catch
make
up.
a dex saving throw on
Me
that.
and Maxwell are on
She tackles you and you go another 30.
Holy shit.
And then just I guess just pins you to the ground.
Go ahead.
Okay. You're immature. I'm gonna deck her in the face.
Trevor.
Nighty night, you lizard shit.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not trying to hurt her. It's more of a.
That's not something you do if you're not trying to hurt
No,
someone.
Do you want to roll a medicine?
It's like a slap to the face, kind
No,
of.
I'm
It's a-
no,
it's a-
I'm not
it's a-
going to medicine.
Are you trying to knock her
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Or
That would
Medicine.
you need to go.
She
50.
punches and her hand
You need
goes
to
through
take
the
out my.
ground.
You need to take out my health.
Do I
thing.
need to punch you 50 times? Like
No.
I can do this.
Nate, you don't need to say that. She could literally,
punch you.
yeah, she could hit you once and you would be out. She could deal like 60 damage a round, dude.
If that's with a melee attack.
Yes.
Like
No,
with
yeah,
your fist.
I mean,
or
we
with,
can
No,
just
no,
hope
with
unless you
your
pun-
sword.
if you roll a high enough strength, then
My
you're gonna get
strength
knocked
isn't
out.
good. I'm not like trying to like really hurt her.
just
I
knock
would
her
just,
I can cast blink whenever.
yeah, 10 feet. I can do that in what, like 0.2 seconds.
I
I
can-
mean, she can keep tackling and
That's
punching.
fine, but
Yeah.
I can just get out of this hold.
Yeah, obviously.
Are we gaining on him?
I mean, yeah, but really slowly compared to the Oni.
Yeah.
At this point, I would have just
The
turned
carpets
into
are
a
probably
bird.
catching up.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Cal's the
I
only
mean, yeah,
one
you
who-
just see her tackle and then like raise up her arm and boom. I mean, do you want to? Are you?
Roll for damage.
Should it be she's hurting you until you go unconscious, or is it a knockout? Is that what you want to?
No.
Which way do you want to?
If it's gonna knock me out, I'm just gonna cast blink so she doesn't hit me.
Okay.
So it's
So yeah,
until,
go ahead and roll for damage then.
Yeah, roll
as
for
well.
damage.
Oh my god, what is that?
Roll the hit. and
want me
then
to roll
whatever your
initiative?
unarmed is. What?
Shall we roll initiative?
I mean,
You're
sure.
just roll. Isabel, roll initiative.
I'm not
yourself.
gonna just. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna
This
do.
is so stupid.
This is-
Then
This
let
is
me
so dumb.
go.
No, dude.
No.
Then
you're
stop
being
saying
an
it's
idiot.
stupid.
It is stupid.
Listen to me. Nobody ever listens to me.
What do you-
Not
what
Orion.
do you-
Not fucking
what do you
Valley.
want?
What
Did
do
you
you
go?
want me to
Really?
roll?
When do I listen to you? All the
roll
fucking
the-
time except
no.
now.
No,
Every
li-
single-
no,
Oh, are you
almost
rolling
literally every
initiative or
single
to
situation you haven't
I
listened
mean,
to us.
I don't want to like
Okay.
I'm sorry.
stab
Okay.
her or anything because I
Okay.
could kill her in like.
You
I don't
can
listen.
do unarmed damage at like a lot. If you-
Nobody tells
I mean,
me
you
what to
have
do.
claws.
I'm just.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
help
You want me to
to
get that
kill that
flare?
guy
That's
by
true.
about to send off this flare or listen
Do you want me to
when
find your
told me
damage
not
for
to,
that? I have
or
the
do
damage.
anything like
We're not
that.
saying you don't help
No,
us.
no, no,
We're
no,
just
no, no,
saying-
no. I don't do what
So
I'm
I
told.
will
I
roll
don't
to
listen.
Hit her.
No.
So
Okay,
no,
shh.
no, no.
Nate,
I
Nate,
don't
Nate, Nate,
listen.
listen.
I'm just getting that out of the way.
Okay.
But you guys
Let's-
always listen to me.
No, we don't.
You never do. No, no, it's
No,
something
no,
you
we
don't
do.
sometimes. When? Give me one
Hey
example.
Val,
Let's give
Val,
you two
Val, Val,
examples
Val,
of
Val,
both
Val.
times.
Hey, does a 14 plus 9 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, this isn't gonna be bad.
The thing is Nate.
Give me one example when you listen. Go ahead.
Okay, but
Valiant. No. That's the first
just-
thing I
just-
want you to say.
No, okay.
I want you to give me
Could
an
you please,
example.
Could you
first.
please listen to me?
No, because I don't listen. We just
Okay.
established that.
That's fine. I'm attempting to actually formulate a conversation. However,
We're
the
talking
problem,
about this
the
in
problem
real
with this
life right
conversation
now.
is that we can't actually have a
Okay.
conversation.
Exactly,
Do
because
I
you can't give me
add,
what
like,
I want.
punching?
Okay,
I'm
no,
gonna give
but
you
like,
what
but
I
like,
want
but
you to
guys,
do.
guys,
Guys, it's podcast.
That's
Yeah,
just
no,
a
I
question.
understand that, but
If
Nate,
it's, we're talking about podcast
Do
stuff.
I,
Nate,
do
Nate,
I
the
add
thing is
my
that you
punching damage to a claw thing if I
it's just I think it's
Yeah.
because you're clawing.
Okay, I guess it's just 12 points of
That's
damage.
fine.
That's a punch, dude.
She's clawed.
Yeah, I have
clawed
claws.
her
I
in the
have
head.
claws.
Jesus.
I do have multi-attack, so can I go in for a get her
I mean,
twice?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Wait, can I roll initiative?
Sure.
You're
You're
nowhere
on
near
initiative.
us. What? That's just
It's gonna
not
take
true.
you a
Yeah.
couple.
Does a 10
Yeah,
it's
plus
just a-
9 hit you?
Oh,
The
9
three-
plus whatever. Just
It's probably gonna be.
That was
over by the time
14.
you get there.
oh, well, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I have 15 armor.
So that is another 12 points of damage.
My turn.
Can't you just listen to us?
Who,
Oh,
who
you're
got
hitting me in
higher
the
on
face.
initiative? I don't know.
Oh, you want me to roll initiative?
Oh, I already rolled. I didn't roll. initiative,
19.
Yeah, you did.
Did I roll initiative?
You rolled with Cal.
Yeah, but that
But is
we're
this
out
an
of
You
it.
got a
initiative?
12.
Is it? Is
I
this
mean,
new?
I guess we can stick with the initiative order we had.
Okay. Was that was her turn though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. My hands free.
Are her hands free?
Yeah, because
No.
she just clawed, so.
Oh, well, I
Knees
mean, I
on
guess I'm
hands.
sitting on her, but yeah.
She
Yeah.
just let go of my hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Monk on your shoulders.
We might actually still have a character die today, boys and
I
girls.
said we might. I'm gonna pound my fists together.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
shit.
Nick, make a dexterity saving throw, I believe.
Just fine.
It's fine. She still takes half. Are we rounding up or down, Trev?
If she succeeds.
24?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you do.
24.
I already knew she.
She got a
would.
24.
She doesn't
we-
take any.
She doesn't take any points of damage.
Yeah.
Because she has uncanny
Uncanny
dodge.
Or
Or whatever it is.
Well, it's still a huge blast of frost. Is that enough for her to like get off me? It's an explosion of cold.
I guess she does have to move out of the way because it's a
If
dex
it's a dex
save.
save,
Yeah,
get out of
yeah,
the way,
that would make sense.
So
Yeah.
I'm up.
I mean, yeah, I'd say basically
So far.
you slam your fist together and Nick
I take one.
like
Take
Wait,
kicks
is she
off the
grappled?
ground.
Is she grappled?
She's grappled right
Can't
now.
cast. You can't
Yeah,
cast.
but Nick.
Yeah, but she
Well,
clawed.
let go of my hands.
Yeah.
We just said that.
Oh,
So,
But now I'm not grappled.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Nick just like slams her feet in the ground and catapults. I'd probably just like full backflip to land outside
Oh,
of
nice.
here.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to stand up.
Okay. It's half your movement to get up from being prone.
Okay. Let me use the rest of it to back up 15 feet.
Yep.
I was gonna say, we don't have to do this, but I'm not staying here. I have shit to do.
Can we
What
talk
do-
for like 10 minutes?
No.
What do you have
5
to do?
minutes.
No.
What do you have to do?
Are you there?
I would have flown in.
What's
On your turn.
What's
He's a bird.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, but-
he can get there.
Don't we
He's
have
like,
turns?
oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you guys are not talking right now in initiative.
We're in initiative. We're technically in a battle.
Well, if no matter what talking, technically no. Because
Right.
if you respond whilst talking,
That means you're.
that's yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
free action to talk.
That's fine.
Technically.
What is so important that you're risking everything we've done for the
just have to
past like
find out.
3 years?
This is something I can't tell you.
Okay, that's more information than none. Then we at least know that now. That's good. Some new ground.
Are you saying that it's bust though?
Oh.
What is it?
Mamma
First
mia,
round, he's
pizzeria.
like,
Am
I
that?
will,
Cal's finally got here.
I will give you,
Oh my God.
I'll give you a choice, okay? You can either stay here, talk things out with us for 5 minutes, or I will waste the next fucking 2 hours of your time because you know I can catch up with you, and I will hurt you.
Drop to my knees. My hands hold my side. And like,
Okay, well,
Wait,
yeah.
no, no.
Listen.
I'm not gonna talk.
that's fine.
You can say whatever you want.
Can you respond to this though?
No,
I want to listen to you.
I don't have anything to say. I have a place to be.
I want you to understand what we believe should be happening here, or what I believe should
But
be
I'm not gonna
happening.
heal you.
That's fine. I don't need you to heal me.
Listen,
I'm still
listen.
going to heal you.
There you go.
I heal him.
That was the cutest thing.
I'm sorry.
I've come up with a plan that I believe will work.
Cool.
And whatever plan you have, we can work together.
No,
on
we're
this.
not working together. This is me, not you.
I. What is a team if we don't work together?
I could like take
This
her
isn't a
out.
team thing.
If you want me to take her out.
What do you mean it's not a team thing?
I mean, this isn't a team thing.
Like I could totally just
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to do it for a while now.
But
I thought we were.
That you're big and
we
strong.
are a team.
Yes. This is something I need to do alone. Can I say it again? Like you had to kill your dad? This is something
didn't do that
have
alone.
to do
I did that
alone.
with my friends.
No, you didn't. You were
Yes, I
up there
did.
by yourself. As soon as I got up there, you were pissed off.
I never
I
said
could
that.
see it in your face.
I wasn't pissed off though.
Yeah, you were.
I was not.
You literally said afterwards, like,
But-
why the fuck would you guys go up there? It's so stupid.
Because I was scared for you.
but the thing is, Valia, we did it as a team. It wouldn't have worked
Whatever
if you weren't there with me.
This will.
Whatever.
And you just need to trust me.
We
which
do trust
nobody, No.
The thing is,
We do.
Give me an
But
example
I
of
want.
trust.
I
What have you done for me?
ran through that maze.
Why?
to find
I
you.
said don't.
I wasn't told that.
Well, I did.
Listen.
we didn't hear that.
Well, I said it.
Okay.
But that
and
doesn't
that's-
matter.
that's
We
not
like
reasonable.
you, Valia.
That's
Why-
fine.
I believe
Hell,
you. my
You're
friend.
trying. If
The
you
only
come
f-
with me, you're probably gonna die. So
That's fine.
no, it's
Now,
not. Not for
Die
me.
as a team!
We're not.
That's selfish.
See, that is the most information you've
How?
given us so far.
Let me do things on my
We're
own.
gonna.
if I
Valia,
need
listen,
to.
listen.
But what are you doing?
That's a fantastic question that I can know
Valia,
the answer to,
Busto.
and you can't.
Okay,
Listen.
but no, please.
I'm
just,
okay if you go alone. I'm okay with that.
Then
Do
let
it.
me go.
We just
But
want to
listen
make sure
to
you're
our plan
safe.
too, because we can weave them together and do.
This isn't a type of
We can
thing
fix
we can just
this.
weave together. You do what you need to do. I'll come back,
Valia, we can't do it without you.
and then
But the
I'll
thing is,
come
I'm gonna
back.
go-
Then you won't.
I'm going
How
to-
about if you don't? How about if you die? Busto likes you, Valia. Don't want to lose you. Please don't let me lose you. Please. That's all I want. I want us to be a team. I want us to be together. Because we are the called. Not Cal is the called. Not Nick is the
I
called.
joined late.
That doesn't mean you're part of the team. Once a called, forever a called. You are one of us. We treat you like one of us. You are our friends. We don't turn our back on friends.
I'm not turning my back.
That's why I came to come get you.
Thank
That's
you.
why I've tried to help.
Thank you. If you don't want to turn your back on me, listen to me and let me go alone. I'll come back.
What if you,
need
don't?
to have. If I don't, that's not an option. I came back once, didn't I?
You did?
I'll come
Because
back
of
again.
us.
Prove it.
Oh, Buster, you don't. know
Buster just gets up and leaves.
No wonder.
that. Listen, I'm gonna whisper in Valia's ear. We're being watched. We need to.
Cal, nobody cares about us, and there's nothing here.
You know, the thing is, that's exactly what they
I
want us to
care.
think. Okay? Hey, you
We're
said you
nothing
weren't,
to them.
You said you weren't gonna reply. Just listen to me for 1 second, and I will listen to anything you want to tell me after you do what you
I'm
need
just gonna
to
cast
do.
a message so he can just doesn't even have
There
to
we
say
go.
anything. Go ahead.
Listen, I
You
have a
can
plan.
just keep casting.
I've thought of a plan, and I need you to help me finish that plan. And whatever you're doing, I know it's something dangerous. We could use whatever you're doing to help us.
I know. That's why I'm doing
I
it.
don't. Here's the thing. I don't want you to do anything that would ruin this plan that I believe will work very well.
It's not gonna ruin it.
I really, I don't believe that. If you listen to my plan, if you come back and sit and just listen to my plan, we need to talk inside of a place where it's safe, right?
Cal, I don't have time.
All right, listen, then I'll just tell you right now. I think we should use Slicks and Cameron, and
Both of whom I believe are dead right now.
They're both fine.
they're
right
fine.
now.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah, they're fine.
Really? Because last time I saw Slicks, I left him alone with a red dragon.
Yeah.
Slicks?
Who's the Red Dragon?
Constantine?
Not a Red Dragon.
Six was
Right?
fine. You said he was waiting outside.
Yeah, Six was in
Yeah.
the caravan, dude.
No, they're fine. But listen,
But-
listen. We use them. We talk like this in our own heads. We say the real plan in our own heads. We say a plan that is completely fabricated out loud, and we use the world ship, which Chesnick is going to be sending soon, to go right up next to where they're digging, right up next to our destination. And
Sure.
while that's happening, we put all of our sources, our resources on the world ship. They won't believe that we're on the world ship if we say out loud that we're just using it as a distraction and there's nothing a part of it.
Sure.
And then we throw out the barrel. We say that we're going to be in the barrel, but we're not actually there. They believe we're in there. They take us in, and while they're distracted with what they think is us, that is when we strike. And you can go and do whatever you need to do, but all I want you to know is that if that plan messes up with this one, I can't think of anything else.
My plan's just a backup plan. Because, quite frankly,
Good.
I believe yours is gonna fail.
Whatever you want to do, go talk to this person, but do not, please. I believe in you. I trust you. Do not mess up the plan that I've made and that I'm hoping that we'll be able to use. No, go on. You can go, but remember, we are a team, and that's not going to change, even if you want it to.
Kyle, you're messing with very powerful people here. Detect magic on the ship, boom, you're seen.
On the ship?
Yes.
What do you mean on the ship?
If a death priest or whoever detects magic on the ship, they see everybody. They see you, they see Nick, they see Buster, they see me, they see anybody else's magic on the ship, we're toast right there.
Yeah.
And we're all in one place. They
But
just
listen,
have to go boom and we're all
We've
done.
done the same stupid pattern 2 times now.
You just said it's stupid.
Listen, exactly. We've done the same stupid pattern twice now, right? We've gone in alone, just us and maybe one other person. We've done the same thing. We've played our hand every single fucking time. We haven't changed it at all. Every time we go straight to where they want us to go. And yeah, we've gotten out of it twice, but that doesn't mean we're going to get out of it this time. So this time, what we do is we say that we're going to do that. We're going to play right into their hand. We're going to go in the barrel. We're going to trick them. But in reality, we're not going to. Because what we're going to beat them with is the things that they do not know.
My plan's just gonna back that up. If it fails,
I would like to ask you something. Whatever you're doing, if it can be involved in my plan,
can't.
it can't? Yeah. Backup is always good. See you soon.
I'll be in Durham in a week.
Try to be
Absolutely.
faster. If time is such an issue.
That's why I wanted to go faster.
Good conversation, gentlemen.
Me
All
and-
it took
me and
was
Busto-
literally me fake
yeah.
crying.
That was great.
Thank you.
Me and
Acting.
Busto were just standing here while you had this whole thing in your head. We're just
Now I just need to
By
tell
the
you
way,
guys.
you got healed for 70.
What level was that?
Did you heal me
6.
already?
Yeah, I already did. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Alright.
I have
didn't
heal.
do that.
oh my god.
It's just like instant
I'm gonna
70.
motion to Nick and Busto to follow me, and I want to go back to the barrel. If
I don't
that's
have.
okay with
I
you.
don't have a.
Yeah.
I have this again, but I don't have a carpet. So.
Yeah, I'm calling. I would just call one down.
How about you call down a specific one? I'd say you motion with your hand, and this carpet comes to rest.
Same big guy.
A big old bugbear and a little strawberry blonde or
Hey.
strawberry haired woman with the freckles. And I'd say, yeah, it sort of comes to rest, and Cameron, who I'd assume has been watching the whole thing, just steps off the carpet and walks up to you, Valia, and like looks at you for maybe 5 solid seconds, and then just slaps you right across the face.
I love her.
Take any
Um,
damage?
No.
Alright.
And then she just looks at you for. She sort of looks at you and goes, motions over her shoulder at Slicks and says, "He's been mewling for like 3 days.
As usual.
He's so loud.
You get used to it.
Are you taking him with you, or should I get another
Listen,
Should I get another carpet?
Be a good idea.
Alright." And she gives you a pat on the shoulder and
I'm
says,
just gonna look at her. I'm like, I am the one that killed you, aren't I?
she says, Yep, that was you. She gives you a pat on the shoulder and says, "Good to have you back, dear," and then walks away. And sort of waves a hand, and you see a carpet like comes low enough that someone can reach off, and she just like grabs on a hand as they lift off and pull her up onto the carpet.
Wait, you're the one that killed her?
When
Yeah,
she
killed her.
magic missiled her in the fucking wall.
That's how
Remember,
Killed
this is
Cameron
the
died.
reason why she got killed.
Yeah.
Not killed outright, just
Yeah.
put unconscious.
Oh,
died.
I was like,
Well, no,
what?
she
No,
died.
that's how she died.
No, her head exploded.
Oh yeah, from Sonic Screen.
Heading to the mountains by Dior.
Okay. So, I'm asking the called, what are you doing?
I'm going back to the barrel with them to talk, along with
Yeah.
Connie and Slick. Or not Connie. Fuck that guy. Along with Cameron and Slicks.
I think Cameron's going, or Slicks is going
Or
with.
along with
Yeah. Cameron.
Along with Cameron.
Slicks can't talk anyway. No,
Yeah,
reply.
it's
Slicks
like-
would absolutely hate your plan. He hates waiting.
Slicks hates a lot of things.
Slicks should die.
If it's not destruction instantly, then he hates
Then
it.
Karen.
Slicks solves most problems with his forehead.
Yep, that's why he has. I think if it was possible, he would have negative intelligence.
I think his intelligence probably should have gone down after that concussion. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
actually went in and modified it
Okay, sweet.
to if I haven't, I was thinking about going to down to a 3.
So
I'd
we're
say
going
5
for
would be your
our
lowest.
barrel.
He was 6 before.
Okay, maybe a 3 would. 3 is barely sentient.
Yeah.
4 might be doable.
Okay.
Alright.
Anyway,
Let's go.
whoever you wanna
Barely
go.
smarter than me.
I'm gonna stick with you guys for a bit before we go to Valia's.
Are we? Hey, are we doing this tonight?
Probably.
Ready. Go ahead.
So are we in the barrel?
Yep.
Along with Cameron?
I would say,
You still don't get me.
yeah.
Let's go.
You guys can gather yourselves down in this barrel.
I'm gonna motion a finger over my mouth and look at Buster. Can you detect magic?
What?
Detect magic. I'm gonna whisper in his ear.
I can hear it all the way into your room.
I just use a fucking like speaker.
Like detect.
Yeah.
I cast detect magic.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Clairvoyance.
I don't have clairvoyance.
No. Do you see it?
Look for clairvoyance. Is what
Oh,
he's
do I see clairvoyance?
Go ahead and roll perception. Or if you're just detecting magic,
saying.
Yeah.
I mean the whole barrel's magical. I'd say there's a magical presence right outside the barrel. What'd you get on perception?
21.
21. Yeah, there's a shape outside the barrel which you would assume is the wind elemental. Besides that, there's just the magic of the barrel and your teammates.
No, just old Foggy.
Okay.
Old Foggy?
Uh huh.
What do you mean? Is that something we should be afraid of?
I told you about
Old friend, maybe?
Fog. No,
No, I don't think so, Buster.
maybe Val. Well, Foggy. Hello. Oh, she can't speak common.
What?
It's an air elemental that follows me around.
Why is it following you?
I don't. It likes me.
It likes you.
It says mission operation terminated. With your big
Mission?
words.
Mission operation terminated?
I think so.
What do you mean mission operation terminated?
I think it was following me and it was supposed to kill me. But then like something happened and now it just follows me.
That is the sketchiest thing I've ever heard.
He's okay. He
Buster,
doesn't do
no, I
anything.
wouldn't. Do you think it can hear us? Why is it following you in the first
Probably
place?
not. Because it wanted to kill me.
Why?
Oh my
I-
god.
I don't
No,
know.
he's cool. He's cool. Where'd you meet? Oh, he's trying to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally what it is.
So it's been tampered with?
I don't think so. I think it's a little messed up in the head.
Buster,
Like Valia.
I don't think.
I've come to terms with it.
Slam on value there.
Buster, I don't think you fully understand. If it's following us and it's been tampered with,
Oh! It's probably Sylvian. He likes to mess with me.
Sylvian.
Oh
He
shit.
just doesn't tell us.
Oh shit.
So Sylvian is the god of wisdom, and he's smart. He's like really
Okay, well,
smart.
that's great, no, but I highly doubt that has to do anything with Sylvian. So, if we can find a way to destroy this thing, or make sure it's not listening to us right now, that would be
That
fantastic.
might be great.
What I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna ask you to do, is do that thing that you were gonna do earlier, right now.
Okay.
And I draw a small little circle with, at this point, 4 cardinal points, because I don't think she actually needs to be there.
Not
And-
because you have her hair.
Yep, and I would like to cast the ritual.
Ritual.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
You have this as one of your spells?
Ritual spells.
Yes, because
Interesting.
He's a ritual
it's a
Right,
wizard
right.
spell,
Good point.
and I have
Pretty
wizard ritual casting.
delicious.
Excellent.
And I would like to cast Rari's telepathic bond.
Hell yeah, you do. All right.
We can all talk in our brains.
That is the coolest
Oh.
thing.
Now we can all talk.
What? I love that actually. That's pretty great.
It's a really really good
Yeah.
ritual actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Duration's only 1 hour though.
Okay.
Can you keep casting it?
Yeah. It's a
it's
ritual
almost-
and the casting time's only an action.
Okay, well,
So
Nice.
Casting time for any ritual is 10 minutes.
okay, so
okay, well,
Still, it's not
first things
terrible.
first, we need to get this through pretty quick because we need to do something.
Yeah.
you can also hear this by the way.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hi, Valia.
Hello, Valia.
You made a group chat.
Oh my god!
oh.
We
The most
guys,
powerful
We're
group
inventing
Dungeons and Dragons
marshmallows,
Snapchat.
group chats.
Oh my god. So, Busto, first things first, I want to be completely transparent. I don't think we've told you about this. Are you okay with this?
Oh yeah, go right
We found a
ahead.
letter. It's,
Oh shit.
it's
Yeah, you
Oh, hi,
should
Valia as well.
probably know about.
Yeah,
this
I love that
stuff.
Valia can input on
All
this.
of you
She can
guys.
talk.
all of you. It's a letter that says that we shouldn't trust the primordials and maybe not even our own patrons, and that.
But-
Okay, I went over it in the last episode. Boopity boopy.
Can you just reread it? Just
Okay.
Don't
first
trust
one.
our patrons.
I'm gonna. The gods are lying. Maybe not your gods, but the primordials are keeping something hidden. Don't trust them. 2, this is the most important one. This is one you made yourself. Forget for. Fuck, this is hard to read, Trevor. I think you did that on purpose.
I have terrible handwriting.
No. It's because there's scratches everywhere. Or do I guess whatever? Anyway, there's a plan. It's been in motion for a long time, maybe even longer than we've known about it. Best if you try not to remember it. All right away. Here's what you know. Thing you think are unkillable, be killed. Can be killed.
Things you think are unkillable
So
can be killed.
gods can be
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Well, we already knew that about the dead god.
The knowledge you'll need is old. Go to old sources, which I'm pretty sure we've already
Good
done.
for you.
By the
yeah.
way, I already got Joshua back. Your patrons are important, even if they might not be trustworthy. Okay, so
That's sort of what we like.
we can't
to go
trust.
off.
We cannot
Hold
trust
on,
anyone
hold on,
except for our patrons.
Hold
maybe.
on. What do you mean by important?
Because they can help us. They give us our
Valuable.
power.
Yes, but is it the power of the patron, or is it the patron themselves?
Oh, so I think that's a great question.
Because
I don't know.
was this plan, Nick? Was it? Did we know we would be friends before we were friends?
What? No.
We don't know this. So.
No, but because, well, if it is the gods, the gods that are our gods,
Valley's just listening to all this.
then we all need to talk to our gods.
Yeah.
I agree, but
Yeah.
right now, I think we should focus on the more source, the old sources thing. Yeah.
My patron's not a primordial.
Then it.
That's fine.
Is
No,
it
I
a
don't think any of us.
god?
have
No.
primordial
Oh, then it
patrons.
probably doesn't matter. This is about gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they may have a connection to the
Probably
gods, and that's why
not.
I think we should. I think we should understand that
Nick,
our
it's
patrons
r-
may not be trustworthy.
Nick, it's rare I'd butt in and insert a piece of knowledge into your head. But it is also rare a statement is given that is so obviously wrong to you and you're not sure why. But as you say his patron is not important, or her patron is not important, you are certain that is not true.
Okay.
You are certain the fact that his patron is not a god is not unimportant.
Okay.
You wanna share?
Sorry, I'll try not to
Yeah,
do
you
that,
should
but
share that
that is
Maybe
important.
more important, actually.
So maybe it's not an all gods thing.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
No,
That's what the thing said.
maybe it is.
Maybe that's why
Maybe that's a good
we
thing.
can win. Because think. If
It's like a light bulb.
I really can picture that. Osto puts his hands, and in his mind, it's just that like light speed tunnel. He's thinking as hard as he can.
He's like
got
seeing
math
numbers go
and
flying
lights.
by. He's got flashbacks.
maybe that's why we can win.
What do you mean, Buster?
Well, okay.
That's
So
a
if
double negative.
no. Time. Do you know time?
Yeah.
Not personally.
1
Time.
o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3
Time.
o'clock?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay. Time. The idea of time
Yeah.
is that everything is going to happen.
Yeah.
Everything is already going to happen.
Okay.
And
Well, it's happened already.
so, our gods not being primordials allows us to be better than the gods. We, without even knowing, can outthink the gods.
What do you mean?
Our gods is the very key to beating the gods. They are going to give us the
This
power
thing's too stupid to understand.
to beat the gods.
Okay,
Maybe,
I
maybe
agree,
not.
but I don't think the gods are exactly who are fighting at the moment.
Yet,
Exactly.
if they have Constantinople on their side,
What just happened?
He said Constantinople.
Sorry,
Also,
I was laughing at something completely different.
Yeah, what
also
did happen?
Trevor
Emily-
thought
Emily-
Trevor almost blocked his mom.
No, Emily hands me her phone, and I turned off alerts, and I hand it back, and Emily just goes, "Did you just block Mom?"
Okay.
Constantinople. Anyway.
Busto, I'm on. I understand what you're saying. Alright.
so
This is stuff that we need to unfold after I talk to Joshua.
yes, but the
Here, how about we talk to Joshua real quick?
hold on.
Fuck, we're in the barrel. Fuck.
Let me.
Oh, Cameron's here too.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry, I forgot
Yeah.
she was
you
here.
got her right there,
Is she
right?
in the telepathic?
Yeah.
She's-
I'm assuming you guys are.
I put her. I put her.
So, listen.
Yeah, no, actually, it would make sense Cameron's not responding. This is probably a fucking big
lot
blow
to-
to
yeah.
her if she's hearing the gods aren't
Oh,
trustworthy.
yeah.
Oh
Fuck!
shit!
She goes whack. She's like ah.
Yeah, I'd say she's probably just like sitting there quiet, like very calm, hands crossed on her laps, not
Does
making,
she
not
remember
moving a
anything from
muscle.
being dead?
Ca-
Yeah.
Cameron.
Oh,
I
wait,
know.
Yeah.
Busto?
I know this is a lot of information, but I'm afraid, just like I and many gods I have tried to talk to say, apparently a Thun cannot be trusted.
Hold on.
Hold on.
She. Okay. By the way,
Use
He wouldn't lie, though.
she knows about Miss Selena being like. Right?
Nope. So,
Okay.
yes.
a Thun.
Nobody
wouldn't
knows
lie.
except for me.
Okay.
He wouldn't lie.
Well, here's my question.
Couldn't lie.
A,
He would,
If we're right.
well,
you could be wrong.
Does the letter say the gods lie?
Yes.
It literally says the
specifically
gods,
says the gods are lying.
Oh, wait, my question is,
What's the capitalization?
None.
Okay.
why does that matter?
Priests like to uppercase God for Aethun, lowercase it for the others. But if it's plural, it could be
It's
both.
plural, yeah.
Aethun had enemies that were gods, right?
Oh, he left before any of us got around.
Okay, well, the gods have enemies that are other gods, right?
Some
fight.
gods like each other less than others.
Sure. Why would they be fighting if they're all working for the same thing?
I don't know.
Power. Or at least
Hierarchy.
It's possible that I'd like to think that the gods are less foolish than us, but if some of them think they can make a power grab with the church's influence, that would be unfortunate. But they wouldn't need to.
no,
They just want to.
they would. How do gods gain strength?
They're not, at least the primordials, they're remnants of that spark of creation that Aethuna had. There's no strength for them. It's just influence on the world. And the lesser gods, I guess, would be more powerful with more followers. But
Well,
again, it doesn't always apply.
If the more people they influence, the more the world is how they want it.
In a sense. I
The
suppose.
gods are representations almost of the things here on the material world that they project, no?
Yes. She said they were lying. This wouldn't be an unexpected behavior, though. Well,
What is lying
I-
in this context? Because if they are
was it Nick?
Uh-huh.
Were they? Did it say they were lying presently, or lying,
They
telling lies?
Are lying.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, are lying.
I'm gonna take out Joshua.
I'd reckon you don't want me to consult with higher powers right now.
I
Yeah,
would
probably-
rather you not.
Probably not.
So I'd rather you cut off any sort of ties you have to them. If
Well,
that
if
makes
Not-
any sense.
yeah.
she says, oh,
Isn't that where she gets her
she
power?
says here.
Oh,
She says,
me
look.
too.
She says, I will let you guys in on a bit of a secret. And she puts her hand out and does that little glowy gold thing the church does.
Pretty.
And she says, Busto, can you detect magicus? The only skull you see is illusion. And she says, it's mostly a parlor trick. I mean, Aethun's gone. We try. That is our main goal, is to contact him. But this, it's just flashy magics. A lot of us have secondary connections. I was for a long time, I was affiliated with a few minor gods of wisdom and magic, but never a full patronage for us.
So,
It would be wrong to choose another besides Aethun.
in your eyes,
Yes, in my eyes.
why?
Because we're in the
He's
church.
the creator.
The devout are born to serve Aethun. That is what we're for.
Yes. But
If you take a patron, it's harder to take others.
I
Kind of showing my arm.
I know. But why couldn't you serve Aethun?
We do, but we want to be ready in case he returns, so we can take him as a patron. It's more of a matter of
What have you done to try to make him return so far?
Well, I mean, patronage can start in a lot of ways. We send people on. Some believe in more monastic traditions of just living a holy enough life to be noticed. Some actively try to gather memorabilia of past saints to commune. It doesn't end very well.
you know-
Mostly, it's just waiting,
Do you know
hoping.
of Constantine?
Oh yeah, of course, his story.
Do you know anything more than me? Probably, right?
Well, he's one of the three brothers. The
What are three
originals.
brothers to do? What's his connection to Ithun at all?
None that I can remember. I mean, they all served Aethun. The church was a lot more inebriated with society at that time, but the brothers
Do you
shunned.
know how they served Ithun?
It was just part of society that you'd worship. There was less monotheism or polytheism, but they left. They cut ties with the church when they left the old world.
Why did they leave again?
A cruel father.
Who was their father?
Don't remember his name. They didn't repeat it. Didn't want him to be remembered.
That could be an important piece.
I'm gonna take out Joshua. Joshua,
Oh yes, Cal.
do you
Is
have
there
any
anything
new
I can help you with?
information?
I have a bit more, but you're not gonna like it.
What do you mean you're not gonna like it?
Well, it's not. I know you were wanting me to figure things out, and I really haven't figured anything out. I've opened some more questions. If you're liking,
What are
if
the
you're liking questions. Well, one is. I've learned some things. I guess would be fair to say. I've learned apparently you can build Gaius into a Professor Orb. That's new information for me.
Build a Gaius into a Professor?
Apparently,
You don't have one of those on you, do you?
I do. That's the next piece of information that I'm excited to share with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
it's old too, so it was built when I was built, which was It says I've been through your libraries. I think you call it Age of Prosperity. It was a long time ago.
It was a very long
long
time
time ago. If you don't mind me eavesdropping, it was after the founding of the New World, a couple thousand years. I was during the great kingdoms of man.
What does the Gaius entail?
The guess it's not letting me talk, basically. I can't acknowledge or
way to
speak
remove
of
it?
or reference any of my knowledge on my last subject.
Can we remove it?
Yes, but it would also, I would cease to function.
Could we extract the information from
How does
you?
Gaius on top of a Gaius work?
That's the only Gaius.
This is a weird one. If we cast a Gaius on you,
You could probably still cast it. It's more.
And
of a
tell
my
us.
spell formula has a Gaius built in. My best guess was that I was an information repository, a place to store information they didn't want to keep anymore.
didn't want to keep,
Yes.
not didn't want to be kept out. That's your best guess, though. It's not for sure.
Yes.
How could we retrieve the information if we removed the Gaius?
Well, I think the fastest method would probably be to find the information yourself. I could help you. The Gaius doesn't say I can't, it just says I can't reference it. I have to pick my words carefully.
Lesser restoration, get rid of a Gaius.
Not one that's built in.
Nah, but it would have on.
This
me.
isn't really the spell Gaius, this is just, it's part of his formula.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like it's intrinsically coded.
So you're guessing that that is the fourth thing that you're supposed to know.
Yes. Certain, actually.
So we can. You can't tell us, but
I can tell you
Oh.
when you're right.
Actually,
yes, but we can ask questions.
are most Professor Orbs like you, visually?
Yes.
Same color?
Yeah.
Same
usually.
material?
Do
Same
most
language.
Professor Orbs have a Gaius?
No. Sorry if I sound a bit curt. I'm starting to suspect I was mostly made for this, and the rest of my information is largely useless. Which is a nice thing to discover after 15,000 years of service.
I don't think you're useless, Joshua.
Neither
Do
do
Thank
they
you,
all,
Nick.
do all professors speak the same language? Or languages?
No, I'll speak Common, but I also speak Elvish,
Can you
Draconic,
hear
and
them?
Eutheric.
So how would if I
Untheric.
if
It's like a Githic.
Can you hear her?
yeah, I'm there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
telepathically.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm saying this out loud, buddy.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
No, he
Yeah,
can't hear.
never
That's a good
mind.
point. Sorry.
Just tell me to say it. Wait.
I can't hear him.
That's a good point.
Oh fuck, you can't hear him.
All I hear is one side of the conversation.
You don't hear it at all
What the
because they're
fuck's
talking out
going
loud.
on over there?
No, you would
Yeah.
just hear this being quiet. Because you wouldn't hear them talking.
I hear them thinking it.
I guess so.
Oh.
Wait, we can hear all of our thoughts?
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works.
Well, if you say something, that's
It's
you
a
think
telepathic
it
one.
just
Damn,
before you
Buster's
say
looking
it.
good today.
Damn, Buster looking extra thick.
So
My
it's
friends
not.
think about weird shit.
It's not anything we think. It's something we intentionally think
Yeah,
to each other.
yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
You're not allowed to bring up even the name of the person?
It's not a person. The person who what? Wait, what are you asking?
Your old
Sorry.
master.
Oh, yeah, no, I can talk about King Leopold. King Leopold III. He was a great man.
Now that's a familiar.
But you're not allowed to bring up any of the information that they told you not to bring up.
He didn't tell me not to.
It just isn't allowed to.
Somebody else told me not to.
Do you know who?
I do, but I can't tell you.
Ooh. This guy's really covered all his steps.
Who else is in King Leopold's? Who would be the leader of King Leopold's?
Magic
I
Arcane
love to
division?
answer questions about King Leopold.
Perfect.
Magic Division.
Guys,
What do you know about King
guys,
Leopold?
nothing.
I wouldn't be
guys.
surprised.
Okay, 1 second, Joshua.
You're saying this in our heads now?
Yes. This is very simple. Okay. So, Valia, we are talking to Joshua.
Okay.
We have figured out that the 4th section of information can't be told to us,
We knew that.
but it's because of a Gaius spell.
Just remove it.
We can't. It's hardwired into him. But he can tell us when we are right about information. All we have to do is guess the information.
Okay, but isn't there like an infinite amount of things we could guess?
Gotta start somewhere.
Joshua. Did the head of King Leopold's Magic Division do this to you?
No. King Leopold,
Was it somebody low down?
he wasn't somebody involved with him.
Okay.
Was it one of his enemies?
No.
Was it one of his friends?
No. In a sense.
Oh,
Was it
I
a
have,
A
citizen?
friend of a friend, maybe.
I have an idea. I'm thinking.
Valia.
Was it Constantine?
I'm not sure that is.
Sh-
Oh,
was it Constantine?
brother
no,
of
I have to
Mikhail.
say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was
Right.
it Constantine?
Constantine, brother of Mikhail?
Yes.
And one more, I believe?
Gwyn, I think. I have to check.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I've heard of Constantine.
Was it him?
No. Constantine
Was
was
it-
dead.
His-
Leopold was the 7th heir of Mikhail.
Stay
He
on
was
that
long
one,
dead.
Busto.
at that point.
Constantine was dead.
well, that's what they believed. He retreated
Lifespans
to
aren't
the
that long,
mountains.
Busto. This was
He retreated into the mountains, Busto. They said he was
700
dead.
odd years after. More.
Connor,
Friend of a
what
friend.
could
Have you ever met Tom
let-
Grocery? Besides when we brought him to you. Have you ever met the dragon? What was that?
Cryo?
Cryo. I got it. I'm giving it.
He would've been thinking about who-
Cryocilius.
So she
Chryso
says that-
Vasilius.
Have you ever met Chryso Vasilius?
Never met him. He was part of an era before mine. Involved with the brothers a bit.
How is he involved with the brothers?
Oh, well, it's a factoid thrown around, but a lot of people claim that the golden dragon that initially led the brothers on some of their paths throughout the new land was Chryso Vasilius.
Fucker!
Did he say anything
That would
interesting?
explain why you would have killed him.
Yeah. Because he could have told us stuff.
Did he say anything interesting?
Did he say anything interesting?
Who? Chryso
Oh, you're
Vasilius.
asking me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck did he say?
Yeah, Valia. He said that.
Did Constantine do it?
Can I just
He said that
from now
apparently-
on, whatever Joshua says, Busto would think of
Okay.
because Busto's too stupid to understand it, and then he would tell.
He would
So
just
it would
think
be
Yeah!
told to Valia.
Okay.
Okay, just for communication.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Who
So,
else could have done it? Oh. Was it a primordial?
was it a primordial?
Was a god.
Was it
the
a
death
lesser god? What
Ac-
was the third?
You can see as he's talking that the covering that covers his light coming out has started to form over more.
Okay, that's fine. Was it a god of a material object?
I don't think I can answer many more of these
Oh,
questions.
Cal.
Okay.
Death God. The one they're trying to raise. That's the one we care about most.
Okay.
Was it involved with the dead god?
No.
We're playing 20 questions. I want to let everyone know.
Ace to himself.
This is what the game has devolved to playing 20
It
questions.
literally
with
is shaped
an
like a
orb.
20-question.
Was it okay? What are the three tiers of God? Something primordial.
Primordial.
It's Descendant, Arnichian, Primordial.
Was
Oh,
it
primordial's the top.
Or, sorry, Descendant, Primordial, Arnichian.
Okay, was it a?
And these are, I should note, this caste system is very arbitrarily established. Because it's another one of those things like how Chesnick's future thing works, that's super arbitrary. It's because the universe is essentially thinking too, and weaving these things. A god, if it falls into the categories of each of these things, has the elevation and power of
Could it
that
have been
caste
Aethun
system.
himself?
Was it? Was it a? What was the top one? Fuck.
Arnichian.
Was it an Arnichian?
Oh, there haven't been Arnichians in
Was
millennia.
it a descendant?
More. Descendant?
Primordial.
Primordial's next.
Well, I know. I've already guessed primordial. He said he fucking freaked out. He's like, I don't think I can do that.
It was more than one. There were multiple people.
It was more than one descendant.
more than one
More
god?
than one god.
There are thousands of descendants.
Joshua,
It was a primordial.
what are the top 5 groups of gods?
Jesus Christ, this guy's dying, and we're asking him the top 5 groups.
You do notice he is starting to kind of like shiver as you're talking
like
to him.
hurting?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably a lot.
Aww.
Gaius, it's like 40-10 damage every time you try and violate it.
And I have
shit.
I have no idea about this.
potato.
Throw it to me.
He also does not have a lot of hit points.
I don't know what.
It was a god.
Just to answer the last
No, it was
question.
multiple deaths.
Okay, thank you, Busto.
Thank you.
Last one, and then you can rest.
Okay.
We have to get 5 answers.
What?
We have to get 5 answers. That's gonna be each time.
Would it be? Or I'm just asking one question.
But you need 5 answers.
I don't know what top 5 groups of gods means either.
Like,
Who's the
what
gangs?
what
One's
gods would
blood,
associate
one's
with
Christmas.
the others? For
Top
example,
5 gods
like
on WatchMojo.com.
we know the primordials.
Ranker.
In the
Alright.
primordials, for an example, the one group would be the
I'll answer this.
Four
If you're
elementals,
asking kind of who called
Fury.
the
causes.
twins.
I'll
like the
answer.
three
This is a
sons.
big answer. I'm actually gonna roll this. What's the violation penalty? 5d10s.
Good god. He could
The-
die.
okay, hold on. Can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
On
It's not a creature.
Yeah. He's a mechanical.
But he's saying psychic damage.
Ooh.
I would say he's like cracking. I don't think
It's
he-
on a
Yeah,
CPU.
This is more breaking of a magical artifact.
Okay.
It's just
That's what the
we're just
CPU, the brain
conveniently
of the
using the
system.
same
Okay. We're just
the
using the
established
spell.
framework.
It's just messing with the CPU.
15,
gone.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 28,
He's gone.
He has 30.
29, 30, 31.
Oh, he's
He's not doing great.
Okay, he's okay though.
I'll give you this last answer. You're probably gonna have to let him be after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
At least let him
heals-
rest.
He heals though, right?
And because he's doing something like this, no, dude, he's an object.
Oh,
Mending.
Yeah, that's how
He's magic. Can't mend magical items.
you got like it's a one and done deal.
It's okay.
We won't
It's
get
okay.
to
We're
He
Good
can
getting
put
good
himself back
information.
together. It's just slow.
We're,
We never use him.
we're getting good information.
Because he's taking this hit, I'm just gonna answer pretty straight for you. And I'd say he says it was Busto. It was primordials acting through descendants. And like with that, he sort of just like shudders and like the light just.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He's just.
So primordials acting through descendants. Descendants are our gods, right? That means we
Are
can't
you
trust
thinking
them.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We can't trust them. Can we?
Well,
Well, my
I think the bigger question is, who would the primordials talk to?
do we have
Through
are any of our
descendants.
guys descendants?
Yeah, all of us are.
They are, yeah.
All of them are,
Yeah.
Well, except for your dragon.
except for my dragon. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's not a descendant.
He's just a dragon.
He's
Yeah.
not God.
My
So-
grandfather is clean.
So
That's
Good
the
for
God we need to
him.
use.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's gone for a little while.
he's the one we need to use.
He's MIA for probably at least an episode.
Okay, so,
So-
now that we know this information,
We need to know.
I would. Can I tell everyone my plan? The only person
Yeah.
I've told so far is Valley.
Sure.
I think it would be a good idea if we speak like this while we work this out. But we tell the real plan in our heads, right? We talk to each other about this real plan.
Like this.
Yeah. But out loud, we say a fake plan, and that fake plan is we just go up like we have been, just the four of us and maybe one other person, just to face them head on. We'll go in the barrel. We'll send ourselves out, and they just pick up the barrel. They think, oh, it's a barrel, but it's not, right? It's us inside. Boom. We got that? We can also say that we are using the world ship that is traveling at the moment to use as a distraction, right?
Well,
Because it's a
wasn't-
big fucking ship.
Wasn't it in the?
It's not anymore after that broke.
Right,
We'll talk to Chesnick.
Here's my question.
Yes,
So, basically, you're saying we send this ship, right?
we can talk to Chesnick.
This ship is in the water, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's not like I'm thinking of a flying ship. I don't know why, but it's in the water. It's a distraction. Somebody obviously the Death Priests aren't stupid. Somebody's gonna be manning the ship, right?
Yeah, Chesnick.
Okay. They'll just be like,
They know he's going on this route.
yeah, but it
anyways.
would take one Death Priest to just go and blow it up.
I don't think so.
I feel like it would.
I feel we're gonna have our troops on it.
Right, everybody. So if it does go down, everybody's sunk.
All we can do, we'll have mages on there.
Busto pulls out a cube.
This is something I found in Tom's rooms. It's a cube of force.
Alright, Buster.
More importantly, it can protect against some magic
Okay.
spells. We could attach it to the front of the boat. If anyone tries to hit it, it would absorb the spell.
The thing is, as soon as they've realized that it's not a distraction, everybody's gonna be on this.
They may do that, but they won't realize until they're distracted, right? Because we'll pull up, we'll go into the bottom of the boat, we'll get Slicks or somebody to throw the barrel out. They'll take in the barrel, thinking we're inside, when in reality we're still on the ship, and then we can just converge on them. All the people on the world ship, and us, and we'll have them cornered.
The thing is, they're not gonna. It's not like everybody's gonna go for the barrel either, because you can only hold.
But
what,
if listen,
50 people in the barrel at most.
it's a 20-foot by 20-foot space. It's not that big.
Okay, so less than 50 people.
Well,
There's
no,
only
they're only
4
gonna
of
think that
us.
it's us four in the barrel.
So they'll send like one guy and just. blow up the
No.
barrel.
Look how they've been treating us recently. They're gonna
Exactly.
want to talk to us.
Well,
They would
They
want
would
to
take in the
talk.
barrel, take us out, probably try to
I just
incapacitate us and talk.
I just feel like it's a lot of people in one spot. That if anything goes wrong in that one spot,
I can't
everything
think
goes
of
down.
anything better, Valia.
How about we make them think we're not all in one spot?
That's an idea. You can say we'll have people surrounding him.
What if we used Joram? We know they are watching us, even here.
So in the fake plan, right? Because they're watching us, yeah.
In the fake plan, we make it look like we are a force to be reckoned with. We make it look like we are stronger here in Joram.
And we scare them.
Exactly. We try to make them attack us here
Right
in
as the world
Joram.
ship is going.
Exactly.
Clever.
And then,
They'll have less people there,
and more here.
That's a little better.
many more here.
And, have you seen the tower?
Endure?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Citadel?
Yeah.
It's being covered by ebony.
Sure.
Does that look familiar to you? The two places we've gone with the Death Priests
Yeah.
The
are
previous
towers of ebony.
Yeah.
They're changing it slowly. You know what that means?
We're still assuming that
You
they
know-
haven't done to Diorm what they've done to Oakstep.
Well,
We're
we
assuming-
know they
but-
aren't
But the thing about that, Valia, is it doesn't matter.
Mages.
It doesn't matter really, because even if they are having a bunch of recon here, that just helps us even more. They'll know we're militarizing, and they'll see us as a bigger threat.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah, that's true.
especially if right at that final climax, we blow the Citadel as a distraction. That's their main thing,
Yeah.
right? If they're trying to build another base here, using the Citadel, and we destroy that, think about how scared they are of us in that moment, of the military force here. They'll send more people here.
Yeah.
And then,
we
the people that are on
We
the
hit
world
them
ship,
with everything we got somewhere
well,
else.
we can.
It's a very small window.
It's, but
But-
we've done small windows before.
Yeah.
We've fit into tight places before.
Okay.
Here, Busto, is there any way you can send Wolfie with the compass to go see where the location is?
Right now.
It might take him a while, but this will give us time to begin to militarize and to say the fake plan out loud. Valia,
Okay.
backup plan, whatever you're on,
Well-
make sure that it can happen.
Yeah, we'll have people.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that we'll have backups in case the ship goes down.
Sounds perfect.
Can you have backups here in Joram?
I don't think we need that, Busto.
No?
We just need to use
We
this
just
as a
need
distraction.
we just need them to think we have people there.
We need the
And
we
maybe
need the
have a few.
civilians.
Okay.
We've riled them up before. I can do
Cal,
it again.
Yes,
can you
we need to talk to some people without actually meeting them.
can
Without
you
meeting
organize the
people
MTF?
The MTF? I can try, but here, listen.
Only
listen.
because
Only in Joram. We're not
yes,
bringing them
only
with us.
in
I
Joram.
don't. Here, I don't trust your college. I'm sorry. I got a message last night from Miss Delana.
Oh, how's she?
What happened to Miss Delano?
You saw. It got completely.
I
wrecked.
know the whole place is gone.
Yeah.
Well, don't we all? Didn't you guys?
Yeah,
meet
I'm
yeah.
there?
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
they don't.
Cal,
No,
Oh,
we-
yeah,
we
fuck,
met
you did too.
what happened to Miss Delano?
Oakstead is
Oakstead's
gone.
No, didn't we meet there? Like,
Yeah.
when I was, you guys.
You were
picked me up?
outside of Oakstead.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the
Oh.
field.
But when Busto came
You
to
could,
get me,
you
he
could
saw
see
it.
it from the sky, right?
You were a ways. You've been walking for a while.
Listen,
Oh, okay.
I got a message. Joram, Oakstead, sorry. It's no longer there, and Miss Delana isn't either. They got to them first.
It's literally just
Yeah.
poof,
Gone.
Fuck.
like
Off the map.
overgrown.
And that means that they could be doing the same thing here.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't trust that college. We should not bring them in the real plan, okay? Not the college. I think we should bring people that they don't even think of twice. I think we should contact Clan Clawback and Poggith. As many people as we can who don't seem a big threat.
After my mission, I can get Celicet probably most of the town.
I would use them to militarize Enduron.
Yeah.
Not
You-
a
Sure.
No,
Not on
don't
the
use them
world
to militarize. Use them to start supplying Joram.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the
Trade
hopeless
routes.
ones are there too. Assuming Oakstead and
Keep them
the Celicet
The
hasn't
hopeless
fallen
ones,
the same-
however, may be something that we may be able
Assuming
to use on the
assuming
world ship.
Celicet hasn't
Well,
fallen to the same fate
But
as Oakstead.
listen, Valia, none of us
I don't
can
think
talk to these people in person. The only people we
Yeah.
can talk to are the citizens of Celicet that we're asking to militarize. What we need to do is we need to use sending, then talk to Clan Clawback, Poggith, and just tell them to go meet in Telechek and leave at the world ship. We also need to talk to Chesnik, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that's heading this off.
Okay.
And he can go.
Nick.
Yeah.
Then, Nick, go to Telechek and talk to Chesnik.
Okay. Yeah. I can
Cal.
do that.
No, you can't. She can't.
Why?
Because they'll know we're planning. We can't physically go anywhere by
They
ourselves.
want
No,
we
no.
want them to know we're planning, but just
No.
No, we don't. We want them to
No,
If
know.
not
they've
that-
been-
not that
if
plan,
they've
not
been
that plan.
watching us since forever, then
Well,
No,
do
if you just
have
cast sending and talk to
do
Chesney,
you have sending?
no.
we can go get some spell scrolls.
That's
Okay.
yeah. We can. Buy
Can I go to
I-
people
I will
face
go
to
to-
face and use
okay.
message?
Everyone listen. I will go to
I don't have sending.
Here,
Brighton.
We can get some for you.
I will go to Brighton. I will get some sending scrolls.
You
Steal
could-
them.
you
Don't
could-
let them know
hey.
you're taking them.
You could go to one person and talk to them for about the fake plan and message somebody else with sending at the same time to talk about the real plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, if you disguise your visits with the wrong people, that could
Throw
you could
them
add
off
another
more.
layer of
True.
complexity.
That's a good point.
True.
That's true.
So what we need to do? Talk about the. Let's run this over. Talk about the fake plan in real life. The fake plan is, we are militarizing
Militarizing
Joram,
Joram.
right? And we are going to attack there. Also,
A full scale.
just us four, just us as the cult, will arrive in a boat up close next to where they're digging, the dig site, wherever they're finding the dead god, right? And we're going in a barrel as a Trojan horse.
No.
That hasn't been a
No,
thing.
we shouldn't even talk
What
about.
is that? Trojan horse? Blah.
We shouldn't even talk about the boats.
We have to, Busto. That's another layer of complexity. They will believe that it's just us once again, because then when 2 boats show up, what are they going to think? Oh shit, people are coming for us.
Well, I was thinking if they don't even know about the boats
They will know.
and how.
They will know in the moment. When 2 boats come over the horizon, what are they going to think? Oh shit, we're being attacked.
They're cocky. They'll
Oh.
think they'll overpower us easily.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Oh,
We
I
don't-
see.
We want them to think that the world ship is being used as a distraction because it just happens to go on that route. It's
Okay.
just a coincidence, right? We also want them to think that it's just us 4 in a barrel heading out towards them, being cocky and thinking we are the heroes like we've been doing this entire time.
Because we have been.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
once what they don't know is what's going to kill them, and I believe that if they do not know that we have many, many people on the world ship and us in the ship, we could take them by surprise. We're
That's
not going to
what-
beat them in power, but we're going to be able to deceive them.
It's the only thing we can.
So, here, you two, actually no, you two go to Brighton Academy, right? You steal spell scrolls of sending. Do not let them know you actually took them. Okay?
I can steal so
I will begin to go militarize Durham.
Get organized the NPF. Once in Brighton, I will disguise us going to Brighton as going there to talk about militarizing the city
Yep.
and organizing it, whilst Nick goes and steals the scrolls.
Perfect.
Then we meet outside of Brighton.
We meet back in the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
and then we use the spell scrolls of sending to
And
talk to
Chesney.
Hoggith,
Chesney.
Chesnick,
Okay.
and
Gromit.
and maybe not Gromit. I don't think an army of dogs would work too well. And
German Shepherd.
the fucking Clan Club.
yeah.
Clan
Right?
Club.
We need as
Okay.
many numbers as we can. If you can think of more, that's fantastic. Okay? We talk to them. We tell them to all meet in Telecheck, except for Chesnick, of course. Meet in Telecheck and leave on the world ship. They know what they need to do
Yep.
when it happens.
Yeah.
Right? And we tell Chesnick to set off to a certain location we have marked on the map because we know exactly where it is once Wolfie finds it.
Sounds great.
Wolfie.
Valia, good luck.
You too.
And I'm going to start going up the ladder. I'm going to give you
Okay.
the compass to
Yep.
put on Wolfie.
That's
I'm
really
gonna
good
give
timing.
the compass to Wolfie, and Wolfie's gonna fly out the barrel.
Sometimes you just say it.
And
What-
Compromise.
So Wolfie is heading out to scout.
yes.
Are you 3
To
splitting up?
find the location with the
Yeah.
compass on it. Okay. We're going to leave the barrel. The first thing I'm going to say is, okay, so.
Where
run-
should I go?
Oh, you come with me. You come with
Okay.
me.
Got
Forgot
it.
about her.
Oh, before I leave, did anybody grab the weasel?
Shit, no, we didn't put the.
I thought you might have.
Let's just not
Would I have
respond.
grabbed
We cut
the
off the
weasel?
spell already.
He could have given it to somebody on the carpet.
That is an extra dimensional weasel now, my
he's
dude.
he loves animals, so
It's
if he
an
remembered
extra
it.
dimensional weasel
Okay.
now, my dude. I'm sorry.
Can I roll for the weasel?
I mean,
to
it's
see where
not
it ended up?
gone.
It's just floating in like space.
Yeah, sure. Roll for the weasel to see where the weasel ended up.
D20, right?
Yeah.
11.
13.
Where Busto was born.
Okay.
If it landed right next to me, I swear to Christ, it's on my shoulder right now.
I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna have to go to my history.
It's okay. It's okay.
Talk
we
about
can do
what.
it later.
Talk about where.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going on my mission.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
13, you said?
Yep.
We need to
13.
do one more thing. One
Not
more
adding
thing.
anything.
Just to be safe, I need to do one more thing before anything else.
Okay. And in the telepathic link,
He's
Yeah,
extraordinary.
you're not gonna find the weasel.
He's extraordinary. Where'd he go?
He's very, very, very far away.
He's in space.
Is he in the astral plane?
No.
he's in the elemental.
No, he's on your plane.
Where is he?
He's under the
He
sea.
is
Under the sea.
That's my last thing from Tom.
Take it from me.
under a tree in the courtyard of a castle owned by a cloud giant floating high in the sky.
Okay. I can find him.
Good for him. He's living his
He
best
literally
life.
blends in.
Freaking the fuck out. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. So
Holy shit.
once we step out
Okay.
of the barrel, I'm gonna go. Okay, so run down. This is real talking.
Yeah.
Run down the plan one more time, right?
I don't hear this.
We're going to militarize Jorm, get up an army so we can take them out, okay? And then we're gonna try to. us four, right? Us four as a group. We'll head up and sneak as they won't be expecting it, okay? And we'll use the world ship as a distraction. They'll be focused on that, but they won't be focused on the little ship coming up. We'll get in the barrel. We'll get somebody to send us off towards them. They'll take in the barrel. That's when we pop up and finish them off. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right.
Just like we've spent
You
the
two
last
go to
hour
the
saying.
academy to go militarize, right? Me and Cameron will go around to talk to civilians.
Okay, plan.
And in the darkness of the night, Busto, you notice a small rustle in the grass heading away from your group.
Isn't he a bird?
No, it's not him. Busto notices the grass blown unnaturally away from
Oh,
your
it's
group.
the wind elemental.
Or
It's the wind elemental, you
I know.
Yeah.
daft.
Yeah.
The waving of really big wings.
It's a
that made the
really
grass
big
flap.
wings.
But
It's the wind elemental, you fuck. Is that what you said?
yeah, daft fuck.
You dead fuck.
Fuck. You had to like stop for a second.
Alright,
We next see
Valia?
Valia.
Thank God, because I need to pee. I'm gonna watch you. I'll be right back. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Standing
Was close.
atop a cliffside. Standing atop a cliffside in the rain,
This is
in
fucking
the
cool.
southern Arborholm Mountains outside of Dioram along the main highway. You've been walking for a while. This has been a bit of a long trip. But you've
Slicks is with me, I assume.
Slicks is with you. But you have made it up, and you are now standing in the rain in front of this big open cave entrance, where the map that you got from the guy up in Dioram said you should go.
I'm gonna look at Slicks and be like, "You stay. If I'm not back in 10 minutes. If I'm not back in 20 minutes. Head back. Let him know I won't be coming back."
He gives you a big handful of thumbs up, grin full of teeth, and a head full of nothing.
I'm gonna shake his thumb.
He's just sort of
He's so
milky-eyed.
stupid.
He's dumb. He doesn't really get it. But,
Yeah.
he seems to understand the stakes.
I shall enter.
Okay.
That's what he said.
You
She said.
I know, I messed up for a second.
Okay.
you step past
That's not a good sound.
the entrance to this cave system, and find yourself walking back through these dark tunnels that seem to have been like melted smooth, kind of that glass that sand gets when you burn it.
Sure.
Obsidian?
No, more like the glass that comes when sand gets struck by lightning.
Yeah. I think Minecraft.
Yeah,
Or, like
Yeah.
OG Minecraft.
I got you.
And winding through this corridor, you find yourself in this much larger open room with these huge pillars that you can see in the distance, and this faint blue glow emanating from the ceiling above you, which seems to just soak up the echo of your feet as you enter.
Would this be like the main room, probably?
This would be the main room,
Okay.
probably.
Like a few feet. I'm gonna take out that really nice looking snow globe thing that I got from Tom's. I'm gonna place it, then I'm gonna back up a good 10 feet. Hopefully, kind of in the center. I got a lot of plans to back up my next plan.
Yeah, you set this down and take a step back, and a few moments later, there
Holy
is
shit.
a crack of like lightning that arcs across these middle pillars, which briefly illuminates this big shadow that has moved forward in the room towards you. And as it draws closer and gets up next to these pillars, you see more arcs of lightning begin to illuminate this big, almost rhinoceros-esque snout in front of you, with the big reptilian wingspan with its little claws just grabbing onto each pillar as it goes past, until this huge face comes level right around with you and the artifact, still sort of concealed in the shadows, until a little, this like thin tail with this like thick scale comes and pulls the artifact in towards it. And you can sort of see it shifting around and looking at it for a second before it very gently sets it down behind another one of the pillars, and then just reorients its face to be looking directly at you.
Without losing eye contact, I'm kind of gonna bow slightly, and I'm gonna be like, Oilem Tontriage.
Oh. Can we just say pronounce it right? And
I cannot
'cause
pronounce these.
Nate can't pronounce anything.
No!
He can't pronounce dragon names.
No!
Okay, if I can pronounce it, I can pronounce a lot of things.
Oilem Tontriage.
Oilem Tontriage.
Wasn't great either.
How do you pronounce it?
Hey,
Oilem Tontriage.
That's how I said it.
Oilem
Oilem Tontriage.
Oilem Tontriage.
Wait, because it's based on Tontriage. So
Yeah.
Oilem Tontriage.
Oilem
Tontriage.
Oilem Tontriage.
Just Oilem Tontriage.
Oilem
Oilem
Tontriage.
Tontriage.
Did I say it right? Oilem
You
Tontriage.
didn't do a great job based on your first thing.
See,
You have
Valia
to-
would have
you
been
to clear
better.
your throat.
Oilem
I'd say
Tontriage.
this still back in the shadows. You can hear it sort of shifting around and hearing like metal and like stone click under its talons before it responds. Are you a fool?
friend.
Been called many names.
Fools, not one.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
Dead instinct.
I've come to make a request.
You find yourself in a position to bargain?
I'm asking a favor for a favor. You and I,
You found a nice little statuette.
it's yours for it. It's yours no matter what.
I'd like your bag too. And this tail sort of slinks out and starts to wrap itself up around the
make it
strap
bigger.
of your backpack.
What if I throw out the locket?
It sort of glances at you again and says,
I need my bag.
and it takes and places a towel in the lock and pulls it in towards it and says, I'll take that too. Let me look in your bag, dear. And it starts to like lift it, actually like picking you up too.
Certainly, but I'm gonna let go of my bag. However, all of everything else is on it, including a sling of crossbow bolts.
That's fine. Yeah, and it just once you relinquish the bag, it just wraps and just pulls it away into the darkness, and you hear it just immediately just ripping the bag in
Aw,
half.
No more bag of holes.
Um,
Oh wait, no, it's not. No,
not-
And then it starts to rummage through whatever other
I'm the one
little
that
items.
had it
Is there anything else valuable in your gold? Is in your bag. That's
It was
gone.
expensive.
All of it?
Yep.
Okay,
It's not. You're not getting that back.
that's fine. I didn't have much. I had probably had a dagger in there.
That's gone.
Tinderbox. It's worth one.
And it's probably gonna flick that back
Okay.
towards you.
It's fucking stupid.
Or actually, it's probably just not gonna move.
When you
it,
get a
just
bag.
leave it lying on the floor next to it. Is there anything
May
else?
have an issue.
What? Was your chalice in the bag?
I don't know how this is working because I don't use a wand, but I do
Yeah.
have a wand that's considered arcane focus.
Your wand would be on your head.
Okay. This torch, tinderbox, rope, a day of rations, a
Would the
Pick-
chalice be in your bag though?
chalice.
Probably.
Wouldn't, no, remember we made a specialist pack for it, so it
All
wouldn't.
right.
I had a hammer, a lockbox, a bunch of lock picks. Is that a pitten? Python?
Honestly, you might want to just mark off pretty much all of this.
Okay.
If it doesn't want it, it's
I had some
Remove
clothes.
everything from here.
I have my cowl on me. Okay, I'll go through that later. May we proceed?
Have you come here to fight?
That's the last thing on my mind.
Oh.
Not yet, anyway, and not with you.
I'd say it leans out of the darkness, so it's a little more illuminated by the lightning crisscrossing above you, and you can start to make out this just dark blue-skinned face. I'm just gonna set this here for your benefit. You don't need to switch.
Jesus
You
fucking.
don't need to switch.
Hello,
It just-
Dragon Mini.
just
That's
looks-
not a mini.
It just looks very cool under the blue light. Actually,
I
yeah.
don't see that one.
Can I call it a Dragon Major?
No.
Because it's not a mini.
It's not a
Oh, yeah,
mini. It's
just for scale.
That's a good.
hi. Okay. Yeah. No.
Wow.
Hi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
Fuck you.
Yes.
I have some bad news. Well, bad to me, maybe good to you.
That's my favorite kind of news.
Constantine. Is
You
back.
oppose Constantine?
No. More like the other way around.
Work with him?
I don't work with him anymore.
Are you lying to him right now?
Not.
You don't work with him anymore?
I never really worked
That's
with
fair.
him.
That is not a lie. Okay.
I don't work with him anymore. I wish I never did.
Maybe you're not a fool,
He killed,
but you're opposed to him now?
I suppose. But I'm not a fool.
Are you here to ask my help in fighting him?
I'm not sure yet if he's the one we need to fight. He did.
If there's even the slightest chance he's our opponent, he's your opponent.
He killed Chrysosilius.
Oh my god, dude.
It's Cry something Silius.
Chrysovasilis.
You
Chrysosilius.
should stay away from the draconic tongues, my dear.
It's pretty hard when your grandfather's a dragon.
Oh, I can see.
Oh, damn.
And it's not usually customary to deal with the metallic of your type.
The honor's all mine.
I'm not exactly a fan.
Usually, I wouldn't be a fan of yours either, but strange times make strange friends. How much do you know about the gods?
They are not of my interest.
Neither of mine until recently. The death god. Ring a bell?
Girl, get to your point.
There are these people
You're-
called the death priests that are trying to raise him, and to all our knowledge, it's impossible. However, they're still threats, and if they get their way, all of Thunica Alta will be destroyed, including if they get their way. I hate to say it, but you will be powerless in the eyes of them.
Especially for a dragon. They don't
That's not happening.
I don't want it to happen either. Right now, you are the most powerful thing I can think of in a
They've
1,000
been
mile
working
radius.
towards those goals for thousands of years.
They've only just gotten close.
Why should I believe you? A metallic trying to trick a chromatic is not exactly
I'm not
a
trying
new
to trick you.
poem.
Do any
And
mind
he's
trick
getting
you can think of.
very close with this.
Listen. I don't want to fight you, and you could kill me instantly. We both know that.
He actually, I'd say at this point, he just like pushes you over and like knocks you to the ground so your back's up against the pillar. And then he just drawls out this word as his mouth fills with sparks, and just like as he's talking, they just fall from his teeth and scatter around you
so scary.
on the floor, and he says, instantly.
Instantly. So why would I come here if I had nothing to give you?
You're a fool.
Wait, didn't we just
A fool who's heard interesting stories about powerful dragons, was driven by their blood to come and seek me out, prove themselves in the eyes of their ancestor.
I've given you everything I have because I need your help. And I need the help of the other dragons that still remain.
They will not help you fight Constantine.
I don't want to fight Constantine.
You will.
By myself, sure. I don't want your help for that. I want your help for these priests. Who, right now, to you, weaklings. But in a few weeks, it could be the other way around. So we need to act now.
What am I to gain from trusting you?
1, power. 2, any gold that they have, any treasure that you want.
I have much
And
treasure.
you always want more, as I just saw from walking in here.
Don't chastise me.
I'm not.
I'm not hearing a lot of benefit for me. Can you verify your claims of apocalypse, child?
I mean, you have a pretty good one. You have a pretty good one. The entirety of Oakstead being gone.
Yeah. I already thought about that.
Obviously.
I have no item, but I can show you the absence of an item. An entire civilization. Just
And you're going to require me to follow you to some location
I can tell you right where it is. You
so
go
I
see
can
for-
arrive for your trap?
There's no trap.
Where is it?
Oakstead. Gone. Just south of Durham. It's like it never existed, just
I think it would be in my benefit to examine Oakstead after you're dead.
you can
It's a lot harder to spring a trap from beyond
You
the grave.
Obviously, if there was a trap, I'm not the one springing it. I am just the bait. All you can do is trust me, and I know that that's nearly impossible.
It takes like 3 big dragon steps back, and then rears up its head and sends this blast of lightning directly into the ground below it, and sustains it for like 3 seconds before lifting its head back up. And then in the absence, you can see this just sort of like faint glow left on the ground until it is pushed up from underneath. And a skeleton still wearing the half-charred and broken armor it fought, Oilum Tontriagen, pulls itself out of the floor
He just wrecked you with that pronunciation.
and sort of pulls itself to its feet. And then Oilum Tontriage, I'm sorry, I'm just flexing on you now. Sort of leans in and it whispers something you can't quite hear to the skeleton, who then immediately turns on its heel and just runs out the cave door away from you.
There is one thing I should mention.
Sure.
He may find one person, but no one that could harm you.
You've brought
A messenger.
a messenger, and he sort of, you can see him kind of lean back and his eyes kind of
Kill him
shiver
for all I
shiver
care.
this electric glow, and he says, a messenger with a battle axe and a crossbow.
Couldn't hurt you. I have a crossbow as well.
You come well armed.
I'm always going on. When you've already died once, you usually don't want to die again.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. I'll give you a +5 for that conversation.
+5 plus my bonus?
Yep, +5 on top of your bone, on top of your roll.
get-
Not just
I
advantage.
have +9. As long as I don't get a
Fuck up.
-1.
He's done well. He hasn't done perfectly.
18 plus 9 plus 5.
All right.
Wow, that is a good roll.
What?
The 32.
30. Damn. Okay. I'd say the dragon looks down at you for a second and says, "You will stay here
May I ask how long?
until I can verify your claims, and I can decide what to do from there.
Sid?
If you are right, I will help you. I might not come with, but I could provide you with resources. On the condition." And he sort of pauses for a second and kind of looks away from where you're sitting and says, if this world goes up in ashes, I get a stake in its rebuilding.
I thought that was a shoe.
And he says, perhaps you are wise, indeed.
Oh,
And
if you happen to leave, can you see anything invisible?
it's not telling of a dragon.
Well, I don't know if you had like a scroll or something. You can just, like,
Says the skeletons could potentially.
you may want to keep an eye out for.
I know their tricks.
Of course.
He says, make yourself comfortable, dear. You've got some waiting to do. And
Okay, that's on paper. That's one of the stupidest things you should ever do, is go in alone and be like, "What's up, dragon?"
How we doing?
Now,
What's
just
up,
just to be
dude?
clear, if I'm not mistaken, that's an ancient blue dragon. Okay, cool.
we see the called. You guys split up, correct?
Me?
So where are you
Cluster.
currently?
I am in the slums.
You're in Durham. You're in
Brighton.
Brighton. You're in Brighton.
Yep.
I mean
I'm-
more after that. Where does your plan end up ultimately bringing the three of you?
Back to the barrel.
Back to the barrel.
Back to the barrel. So you're going to Brighton. You're stirring that up. You're going back to the
No,
barrel.
she's gonna try to steal some spell scrolls while
Okay.
praying.
I'm actually talking a bit more grandiose. Where are you planning to go after that? I'm not sure if we're going there yet, but I'd just like to know.
Once we talk to Chesnick, once we go to Poggith, once we talk to
Everyone.
once we talk to everyone, tell them to go to Telechek.
We're
There,
militarizing.
And after we finish militarizing, we're going to go to Telechek, get a boat from Chesnick. That's what we told him over the sending. Well, that's what we're going to tell him. And then head off a little bit or a little bit after the world ship heads off.
Okay.
And then since we're a smaller boat, we can catch up to them and go a little bit past them. And then, but all of this is happening after Wolfie finds out where we're
Where it
leaving.
is, yeah.
Yes. At the moment, we are basically just militarizing as much as
Yeah.
Okay.
and trying to like get all
So-
the people.
I also just want to mention after that I have 11.5 pounds on me. I was 83.
I'm just trying to figure out when to jump back in, because I would say you are walking along the road, and Valia, it probably would have been a couple days into your stay there, when you all experience something together. Actually,
That's not happening.
perhaps more than that, a lot of people experience something together. The ground shudders. A deep groan that you can feel deep within your chest, sort of echoing along your rib cage. This vibration that shakes you to your very soul. And while the world is shaking, it's late at night. Valia can see this from her spot outside of this little cave, and you can see this from your path along the road. The stars rearrange. Flitting across the sky like so many lost fireflies, they create a light show that leaves you stunned upon the ground where you fell. Just as suddenly as it begins, it comes abruptly to a stop. The stars realigned in their new positions, forming a sky unfamiliar to your watching eyes. This stillness is short-lived, however, as a light appears on the horizon, seeming to be the sunrise emerging a few hours early. And as the first beam of red light peaks over the horizon, are you traveling with anyone?
Us three? We're just
Cameron.
yeah.
Cameron.
And then Slicks is
I have no idea what happened.
So I'd say this is more grandiose. This is something that is experienced. This specific thing. The first screams as the sun peaks the horizon. It's not something you experience, but it is something that is experienced in most every city around the world from you. It's not long before someone begins to scream, pointing a shaking finger at the shape raising from beyond the horizon. An ash-gray sky hanging heavy above you, the clouds dark and twisting, coiling above like the smoke from an extinguished candle, and the sun, huge and red, a petulant boil floating in the sky, casting you all in the crimson glow of a dying star. And that is where we will pick up next time, everyone.
I just want to say, I called the time thing.
Well, yeah, we all did, but we couldn't do anything about that.
I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's episode very much.
I did.
I will look forward to seeing you all next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.